Hello, I'm live. What do I want to do for a? What do I want to do? Hang on. Are you my daddy? You my daddy? I don't know. Whoa. Distracting me. Don't distract me. I need water. I need to run to water, and I need a piece of gum. A boop, a boop, 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 boop. I'll be right back. Stand by. Keep everybody entertained in the chat, all right? Be right back. Un momento. Un momento, please. Mm. Whoa, that's pretty bad. Mm. Hang on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. Just hold on, I'm coming. Oh, there you go. Caring is sharing. Caring is sharing. So send me some friggin' Canadian maple leaf money and some weed. Send me some weed. Give me some weed. Yeah. I gotta find. Wow, I'm spacing out. I wasn't prepared for this at all. But I also wasn't prepared to just look at the idiot box or what have you. No, I don't. I'm pretty. Hey, hustle! Nothing. Nothing at all. You bored? You want to come up and chop it up? I'm gonna give myself a little link here. Copy. I'm gonna go over here, go over there, and go over here, and then do this here, and then I gotta paste it there, and then I gotta go over to the YouTube side. I'll be right back. You guys stay here. Don't leave without me. Don't do anything. Don't do anything wrong or nothing. Go over to YouTube side. Hit the me. Go to me. Go to me again. Okay. Go to me again. Whoop. We need to mute that. We need to mute it. All right. It's muted. Not really. You ask that again. What the heck? Oh, here we go. Okay. What up, Freeside? Besides, you got any extra leftover ladies? I'm looking for a situationship, friend with benefits, marriage, whatever. Come on, you're the lady slayer out there, right? Come on now. Nothing like a goddamn cup of cold water and some brand new fresh gum, huh? All right, I'm taking a picture of that right now. Sure thing. I'm screenshotting it. Hang on. I gotta get my camera out. And I was video recording my voice the whole time too, so I have to take a picture of that. Let's zoom in a little bit. Sure thing. Free side committing. Sure thing. I got Hostel up above as a witness. Can I get a witness? All right, that's documented. I got to get away from this YouTube side and back over here to StreamYards where I feel more comfortable. Damn, I wasn't prepared at all. I don't know what note means, but I mean, I know what note means, but I don't know what that note means. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh boy. I think I'm still cloudy from my absolute debaucherous drunken behavior on Friday night. Fishing pole time. There you go. You going night fishing? Oh man, I miss night fishing. I only mostly went night fishing in the ocean though, so didn't do much of it in the freshwater. That's cool. Hey, Mikey, what's up, brother? What's happening? Hello, fuckers. I think I just went live just because I despise typing that much. When there's the picture, just so you know, pre-side. There's the picture right there in my pictures. Yep, I got you documented. Uh-huh. Yikes. That's scary. That's some scary shit. What are you fishing for? Some sturgeon? Gonna go for some monster sturgeons in the old Muskegon? Do they have like a musky fish that's named after the river, or is the river named after a fish? Quite often, rivers are named after fishes or animals or bodies of water or part of Mother Nature and what have you. I'm loving the fact. What up, Zach? I'm loving the fact that I still got a little bit of color, even though I haven't been outside since Friday. Walleye. Here you go. Now, you eat them, or is that just a sport? Is that like a Larry, largemouth Larry, or a smallmouth Sally, or a sunfish, or whatever? You just catch them for the sport? Or... Nice. That's cool. That's awesome. That's good. That's a hot tip. That's a hot tip when your buddy says, hey, catching walleye, let's go. Nothing wrong with night fishing. Take a little bit of the old fucking cannabis out there with you and sit on a bucket, sit on a camp chair. Or... I know walleye's a fish. It's also what you used to call me before is walleye, but now you have to call me ball-eye, bill-eye. Yep. You used to call me walleye, but you used to call me Ray. You used to call me Jay, but now you can call me Johnson. Yeah, I was just hanging out with Liz Kay and very like low energy vibes. She was just sending out a little. She was sending out a little volley. She was doing a little volleyball, a little tennis. Little. She was doing a little pickleballing. And that was nice, Dan, of you to stop over at Liz's because she was like, Michigan man, huh? All right. And then she saw me saying hi to you, and she's like, oh, he must be cool. He must be cool. He must be. So what's everybody up to? Did you see the title? I do give a lot of intellectual thought to my titles every time, by the way. Go back and read them. Sunday evening chill and wind down. Now, we all got the shine down and shit. How about wind down for a band like not a blues, a jazz band called Wind Down? Come on. That is beautiful. And I can ask Hassel the most important question. Hassel, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Now, did you ever have the scary Mondays at bay, like on Sunday nights? I used to have anxiety attacks like a motherfucker on Sunday.
Not from work, but possibly from a test the next morning or something at school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I had it just from work. I would start around 6, 7, 8 p.m. Sunday, start worrying at work, and then like usually at midnight, I was sitting at the home office, like just starting to do administrative work, even though I was going out in the field the next day.
hmm I got a question for you, Willie.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pregnant?
No, why?
Well, I kind of heard you being a whore at the beginning of your live stream and saying you wanted a girlfriend, a wife, a shag.
No, listen. I mean,
I
if Charlie Sheen came to town, I'd say, hey, who you got with
what?
you? Oh, yeah.
He
I
said,
mean,
"Let me
basically,
introduce you to
yeah,
Ernie."
free, Freeside is, yeah, right. Freeside, he's our Charlie Sheen, right? You know,
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not. I do
that's.
not know what that implies.
I hear that he's the lady killer. I
Oh,
hear that he's the Suave Bola. He's the Vinny Bombats. He's the Vinny
man.
Gibson. Yeah,
I
he's.
was gonna say, man, if you've watched some of the live streams I've watched today in the drama community, when you say a lady killer, one guy's making fun of the other guy for his wife for overdosing or whatever, right? So
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, what are you saying about Freeside?
right.
Because I haven't seen him forever.
Hmm.
But I get it now. You're saying
I
that, yeah.
hardly ever see him. I hardly ever see him, but I will tell you, Freeside is like a chooch. We all know chooch, right? We love it.
Hmm.
My cousin Giuseppe, right? You see those two motherfuckers everywhere. Like,
Yep.
whoa, they're over here. Whoa, shit.
No, actually, I haven't seen him, but there is one place that he goes, and I don't even know where it is that I'm seeing yet. Freeside, where is it? Is it one of the Mean Girls? Is it a tiger?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Well,
don't think it's a
I
Lakeside.
can guarantee you there's a female either on the panel or in the chat.
Well, I do know that Freeside likes the ladies. He's always very nice to the ladies, and rarely does he attack one unless probably they start first. Although Freeside,
I
I
mean,
do,
we've had a lot of you know
yeah.
attempted let me just say, for lack of better words, attempted Richard Gere types here. There was like Rada. There's a lot of guys that attempted to be the Suave Bola, right? You know.
Hey, Bubs, I get it. Now, see Canada.
Yeah,
Hope you had a
not a
good birthday, Bubs.
not a good subject around here. Yes, I hope he had a great subject.
Uh,
Absolutely. Oh,
ruh-roh.
here. That's all right.
Oh, Zat, you echoing motherfucker!
Hang on. That push some
God damn
buttons.
it.
Push some buttons.
Zat, my snorkel echoed. Hashtag blame Zat. Oh my god, that's so much better.
I just got rid of it. Oh,
Oh,
I tried to get rid of it, but he's
no, I
doing
think
it.
I think something worked there. I thought at the beginning because it went. There was no echo, and then the silent or the
Well,
mute button.
because he's muted, but
Yeah, but on
yeah,
this side of the window, I can see who's muted on the panel, and it went silent like a second before it showed on my side.
because I clicked on the three dots and then I went up to edit mic settings, but now I can't because he took control of them. They're light gray now. They're not black.
I
Yeah,
gotcha. Oh,
yeah.
is that what's okay? Thanks, because I had somebody on my panel the other day ask me to do it, and I
Mm,
couldn't, but I could two others. And I thought, what's
yep,
going on there? And that person must have been in his.
yep. So then the hustle that would turn into I would maybe sleep from like 1 to 3 or 2 to 4 or something. And that, let's say I didn't have to leave the house until 5:30. Well, at 4 o'clock, I was out, organizing the truck, getting together with tools or what PPE is going to be needed for the day, what have you, and just yeah, I used to have terrible anxiety on Sunday nights and Monday mornings.
Mm. That would suck because you were leaving. You were going out of town, weren't you?
Yeah,
And
well,
come back.
some of it was local, some of it was you were home every night of the week. Sometimes you weren't home for a month, but it was yeah, just and then once you get in the roll of things, on Monday, and then the next thing, yeah, I would never have that same anxiety on Monday night or Tuesday night or Wednesday night. It was just always Sunday
Mm.
nights.
Zat's
Yeah.
got his Christmas lights up. Right on.
Hmm.
You want to test it, Zat?
He's unmuted.
Nice.
Yeah, but he's not saying anything.
Nope.
Oh, he doesn't have his Bluetooth headset on. I'm noticing that.
Hmm.
He's
And you're
not.
not
I,
near the mic.
I think
That's
he's
because
going to start to do.
somebody. That's because somebody hit echo cancellation and it kills my mic every
Oh
time I
no.
hit that.
Uh
Oh
oh.
no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I refuse to use the the number underneath two. No, the number underneath one. You don't have to say it, but you know that number, right?
What?
It
What? Oh,
begins.
you're making us do math or something? What?
No, the number underneath one. It begins with a Z. You don't have to say it, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah, because I won't say that word because I
The
just don't like.
tallest guy in the community. Why don't you just say that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I won't
Okay.
say that word. So that's what I'm getting to. That is patient one when it comes to this whole StreamYard glitching problems people are having everywhere. Yeah, he's the petri dish. It all started right there in the Catskill Mountains in New York. Yeah. Mhm.
Did he
I'm
just
serious.
dox you?
I'm serious. There's like a StreamYard SWAT team is going to show up at Zad's
Oh
house any minute now.
shit.
No, but it's not a bad thing. They're just going to yank out every wire in the entire house, rewire it, and then put them back together again. And he's going to
Could,
come back. They'll probably make him over, and it'll look like Richard Gere. So there we go.
couldn't we just like swat him with a delicious paid for pizza?
Oh, I forget the slogan when Tonic used to do the pizza slogan. You must remember it,
Oh, what
also.
was it? Oh, I remember them saying it, and
Great
Boss Bitch
pizza,
was
great
part of
pizza,
it.
great prices. Great pizza, great prices, or something.
Something like that. Damn, we're going way back, aren't we?
Yeah. So this is just a little chill wind down. That's all. Hey, I'm paying for the fucking StreamYards. I'm going to use it 20 hours a fucking day. Right?
Do
I'm
it.
putting it right out there. Yep.
Yeah. And if somebody is running short on theirs, you can say, "Well, come over." You can like co-host and take over the
I,
show.
do whatever you want to do. Play whatever you want to play. I don't care about strikes or this or that. I care about. I don't want to lose the channel, but I don't care about videos getting taken down. I could care less.
Really? Because I just made one of Ben Newton.
Who? Fig Newton?
Fig Newton. Yep, there you go.
My boy Figgy. I used to actually type in the chat, "Yo, Figgy, what's up?" And be like, "I don't know what this." Too funny. Too
Somehow I feel superior to Tonic on this panel because Tonic has to hit a button to have his echo, 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 echo.
right.
I don't.
Zat's giving it to us for free. Right? He's
That's
giving us
right.
free. He's giving us free echoes. Yep.
Nana boo boo
Thank you.
fox.
Thank you, Mr. Tony Zatucci. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so I was just, I don't know if you caught the end of Liz's, but that was very, very, very low energy. Liz was winding down from the weekend. I missed thing.
Oh, MG
What's
missed
up, John
that.
Clark? Um,
Oh, John Clark. I was thinking about you earlier.
in the
Yeah,
arms of the angels, his woman.
that's right. I was
Yeah.
just thinking that recently John got to have the best fucking night of his life, figuratively and literally.
Hmm.
Fucking.
Yep. Absolutely.
You see all the time his thing when Cheesehead went live, but like for some reason he's snubbing us.
Hmm. What was that?
I used to see Miss Thing all the time when Cheesehead was live. That
Yep.
was where I'd see her the most.
Miss Thing got an amazing shout out like Friday night from the settlement from Brett.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was sandwiched in between. It was at 3.5 seconds long, but it was an insult, and then in the on an exhalation, it was an insult. On a quick insulation, it was "Hello, Miss Thing, how you doing?" And then on the exhale, it was another insult, and they were directed at other people, not at Miss Thing. It was beautiful. It was
Clip it.
yeah. Clip it, blog it, clip that, blog that.
Oh, oof. But ask for permission first because Brett will strike if you don't.
Right? I wouldn't know how to clip. The only thing I know how to clip is my fingernails and my toenails, and I'm a very prim and proper kind of guy. I take great care in what's it called? Maintenance, body maintenance.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Charcuterie.
No, that manscaping, not that, right?
Primping and propping and primping and what have you. And yeah.
So, Willie, could we do a date night, or not a date night?
Oh,
The
a
where
singles
we
show. A
no,
singles
we
show.
invite ladies up here to answer your questions and see if you want to pursue a virtual relationship.
Now wait a minute. You know I'm not smart enough to have any questions, so we need to do the dating game. You need to be Gene
There,
Rayburn. All
yes,
right. You
yep.
have to hand me the cards with the questions, and
There you
then
go.
yeah.
I have to hand you the card. Okay, I'll ask the ladies the questions, but put it in right. The, the little recipe cards like Katie did.
Yep.
Remember when Katie first
Yep.
came? that,
Yep.
that was funny back then.
Yep.
All right. And how many could? Let's try to get three ladies to join.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. What's going to be a nice night for you?
Oh, any night.
Ladies, could we get three ladies on the panel right
Mhm.
now? And I'll start sending him the questions.
You can even put the questions like in the chat so that we can all read along at the same time. You know?
Oh, there you go. Phew, I was wondering how I was going to get him to you.
Yeah. Let's work. Let's work. Whatever's easier.
Okay, come on, hit that link. Don't be shy dropping that link there,
It's
Willie, or
pinned.
pin it.
It's pinned.
Is it?
Should be pinned. I think. I pinned it.
Oh,
I
yep.
pinned
There we go. I see it now.
it.
Sorry. All
All
right.
right. Well, we just had 13 viewers, and you said, "Can we get three ladies?" And we went down to 9 like a rock dropping through the water.
They ran, didn't they? Fuck, they're like,
They ran.
it'd be funny as shiz if John Clark hit the link though and said, "Hey, once you
Right?
go Ellen."
Oh, well, I was just having like an actual fear, actual real fear. Shut up, Tonic. I was actually that we're like what is that? That Griff Tappins, that little fish thing would come up there and go,
Shift.
hey, and then right after, Ruru would come up here and go, hey, fucking Billy, you said fuck me, Ruru, fuck you, fuck you, Ruru.
That'd be awesome. So not to date you, but to just to tell you to fuck off. That'd be great, ladies. Hit the link.
That's
Love him
cool.
or love him
That's
or
what,
hate him. Hit the link.
yeah. Love him or hate him. That's the name of the show. That's it.
There you go.
Love him or hate him. Come up here and show love, some interest.
Yeah. I thought we couldn't do drama on your channel because
That
I do
lady,
try to refrain.
that lady selfie queen Cindy, she's like one of my new favorite content
Oh,
creators or streamers or whatever.
what's her name?
Selfie queen Cindy, she's part of the KK Sophie mob, that whole gang. Um, but she went live yesterday and she was doing a live stream and she's like, hey, I had my demons. I was an addict 25 years ago. I beat that shit and I've been doing good things for the last 25 years, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm single, I'm happy, and I typed it in chat. She had like a lot of people in chat and a very moving chat. It was very engaging. And I says, anytime you say you're single, you got to follow it up with ready to mingle. And she read it out. She went, I am ready to mingle. I went, all right, let's go. Let's rock and roll, girl.
All right.
So
So,
that was
ladies,
fun.
if you could get on the panel and immediately say single and ready to mingle. And we'll start with question number one on how many demons have you fought? So that'll be Willie's first question.
I have fought a countless. How do you say that I can't. The number's too high. How do I say that? Like, I mean, it's not.
Um, what's the word? Infinity and beyond.
Yeah, something like that. Let me scale it back to a little more realistic. Dozens, dozens.
Right on.
But I, you said fought those demons, right? I
I
don't know.
did I?
Yeah, I think you said how many demons have you fought or slayed or what was it?
Oh, yeah, had or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. An
Mm.
infinite, an infinite number of demons. Right? No, dozens. It's dozens. But I took care of. Let's just say I took care of those demons in a lot of ways. Sometimes it was the same way I take care of you two. I would do a self-imposed sabbatical from chatting, commenting, engaging, interacting, paneling, or whatever. I would just check out for a month or two or three or four, and they would just go away. What up, Matt? Oh man.
Do you think that question number two would be appropriate, Willie, if you asked how often would you like to have sex?
I have a I have a
What?
very, very huge, high, strong libido.
Oof.
So,
All right. It was a yes or no question, but thank
oh,
you.
oh, so, oh,
Great way to answer it, Willie.
yeah, I'll have to say yes. I'll be, it wasn't a yes or no question because you said how often.
True. No, no, no. The question was, would it be okay for your second question to be how often?
Yes, yes.
All
But,
right.
but no pressure, no pressure. I've been
Yeah.
self satisfying for a lot of years now, so that can happen too. It can be like once a month, and anniversary and birthday, that kind of stuff, or whatever. More or less. I'm cool either way. You know.
Ladies, hit the link.
There's no, there's no, the late. Uh oh.
Okay, so we had demons. How often?
I am not. No, that is not a horn dog because somebody has a high
Shut
libido.
up.
Who? Me?
What?
Not you.
You shut
No,
up.
No, you
Zach.
shut up.
Zach.
You shut
Zach.
up.
Zach. Don't. Don't, Zach. Zach. You're bigger. You're a bigger boy than this. You're a bigger boy. You're a bigger boy. Hi, Cheryl M. Just because listen, I have taken care of my high libido, whatever it is, for decades now, all by myself. I've had a few May, what are they called, May to December and December to May romances over the last couple of decades, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it's all good. We got some friends with benefits running around here and there, but
Oh,
yeah.
do tell.
I, I want something a little more. No, I did just tell. I told everything. Told it
I
all.
know. I know, but sometimes I can like say, "Is it warm there, Willie?" And you're just gonna give me too much information. So do tell.
Hostile. I am not the same. I am not the same Willie of 5 years ago when we first met. I'm now Billy. I'm wiser and smarter.
God, has it been 5 years?
Yeah, pretty close.
Fuck yeah, it has been.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
been.
Because if you was one of the people coming to Rebels chat trolling the shit out of me, then we met 5 years ago.
Well, I've been there
Yeah, I
for
never
at least
trolled.
2 years. You know.
What's that? Hi, Savvy. Savvy. This is a dating show. Hostile is the host.
Yes.
I'm the feature guest, I guess.
And it's called Love Him or Hate Him.
Love him or hate him, come up here and either say that you're interested in loving me or you're interested in hating me. And just hating can only be verbal. Loving can be verbal, internetally, virtual, physical, in person, whatever.
But you do have to answer 3 questions, okay?
I have to, right? Not them. Right.
What was that, Willie?
I have to answer 3 questions, not the
No, no,
people
no,
that.
the ladies too. The ladies
Oh,
too.
all
Those
right.
were the 3 questions that I was giving you, and well, I only gave you two. I don't think I got to the third one because Zach told me to shut up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Is it
You
too
better.
early? Is it too early, Hassan, to mention that I'm you? Anytime that I'm not live on screen here, I'm usually naked. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's quite all right. Mhm. Um, Standing to
Clothing,
attention or what?
clothing is highly overrated. All right, I just want to say, clothing highly overrated.
Yeah, I had a roommate for 7 months from the community that said that too, and
Not a fan.
so.
Not a fan of clothing. I'm very, everybody see me go out in public. I walk around. I know how to socialize properly, and keep things separate. Sometimes I go to a beach where everybody's naked, and that's okay. And I can continue to go alone. I wouldn't have to bring my potential partner with me unless they were interested.
Okay. So the third question, really, do you want that?
Yeah.
Do you have a pension?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Pension for what?
3.5 question is how much?
Oh, that can't be disclosed right here and now. That's
Okay, I'll accept that.
I would we would end up with like 100 viewers in a couple minutes if I drop that.
Oh.
He thought you said a penchant, like PENCHANT.
Yes, I have a penchant for all things debaucherous and hedonistic. And, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Now you guys know what high esteem I hold Savvy in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how much of a downer is it when Savvy just comments, "Oh, great." Yeah, I feel special. Yeah.
Well, then she said the only roommate I have is a cat, and I prefer to keep it that way. Listen, he doesn't mean you have to move in, Savvy.
Yep.
I think he'll accept phone boning.
The cat
Yeah.
don't make rent though, you know.
And we can
Oh.
yeah, or we could just meet. We're not far away. We're only a little distance away, so we can meet sporadically. We could do custody visits. We can have Bella Cat come and stay with Papa.
Hush.
I can be Bella Cat's stepdad.
Wow. You're
Mm.
kind of like wanting to get your hands all up in that, aren't you?
Have you seen Bella Cat, Savvy's cat?
I have, yeah.
It's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Yeah, I want to just do photo sessions, just take selfies of myself and Bella Cat. Hmm.
You could probably go to any pet store and do that.
But it's not Bella Cat.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
But
same with like.
if we started seeing those pictures after Savvy's made it clear she's not interested, we'd be like, "Oh my God, we've got a stalker." Savvy leaves the house, and all of a sudden, Willay's taking pictures.
I think I think Zat says he's allergic to cats. I think Zat is allergic to Earth. Everything that's on Earth is
To
what
her,
Zat is allergic to.
makes sense that he's got a bird for a pet, right? Because the bird would be flying.
Right?
Yeah, but he can't fly anymore, so I have
That's
to
right.
carry him everywhere.
I
Yeah.
saw a bird owner that would run down the sidewalk with hers to give him the thrill of feeling the wind through what feather he had left, and
Yeah.
gave the bird
You
great
know what's
joy.
big now? You know what's making a big surgence, not a resurgence, just a surgence, Zat, is people put their dogs in strollers. So you should get a stroller and put the bird in the stroller and run, and you can have the wind in his hair. Come on.
Yeah, that would be funny. Fucking people would make fun of me.
Or a little plexiglass cage with holes in it, and then you just hold it out the window of the car, and the wind blows through there, and he can, flutter
Yeah.
around inside a clear plexiglass box.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. And just ask. Hassel and I have the answers and solutions to every problem on the planet. Yeah. Isn't that
Except
right?
for this fucking echo.
Mm.
Alright, I'll mute.
You don't
But
have to.
that's like only the second time we talked about it. Come on,
Mm.
let's
Yeah.
let it ride till we go to
Get a little
5.
tuck in there. Get a little hide going there. Huh? Get a little lizard skin going, man. Come on. You're the lizard king. Let's go.
Who's the Lizard King?
Zach. He's like
What? Does
he's a musician. He sings. He plays guitar. I mean, he could be. When did Jim Morrison die? In '75. He could be the reincarnation of Jim Morrison. You never know. Yep.
I think I'm more like the reincarnation of Jim Covey, some loser that lives out in the suburbs.
Whoa. Jeez Louise. I'm if I'm a reincarnation of anything, I'm a reincarnation of of a terribly failed entertainer, whether it be a lounge singer or what was it, in the Roaring Twenties, they did the talkies or stuff
Hold
like,
up. You sing in the lounges?
yeah, like a lounge lizard kind of singer, just.
Oh, karaoke.
Mm-mm.
Huh?
No,
You
a bona fide lounge singer, like, hey,
bona fide.
welcome to the Blue Velvet. It's a Tuesday night here in Tucson, Arizona. I'm going to be here all week, you know.
Well, I'll be here all week. Charlieville.
Every time I see you say bona fide, I think of that George Clooney movie where they sing songs and the mom tells the daughter that she's going to marry this other guy because he's bona fide. And every time the daughter's around George Clooney, she says, but mama says he's bona fide, daddy.
That's funny.
What's the name of that movie? Come on, it's the only movie with George Clooney where they're singing songs.
Oh, the one where they're in the country, like, with
Yes.
the overall.
Hillbillies. Yes, overalls. Yep.
That knows.
Oh,
Oh, brother,
brother, we're out there. Yep.
that's
That's
Mike.
thank you,
Mike.
hello fuckers.
That's Mike. Mike.
Mike.
Hello, fuckers is Mike.
Hey Mike.
Yeah.
I like the name. Friday's my second favorite word.
Of course you can come up, Bubs. Just adapt to the vibes. It's a chill Sunday wind down, bro. There's no pushing the envelope talk unless it's comedic, you know.
Fuck that, Bubs. Let's get up here and start some drama.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hostle's gonna wind him up. Hostle's gonna wind him up.
No, I think he wants to be part of the dating show.
Oh, I'm not putting up with no competition. I'm the only contestant here, all right?
Oh, don't be cock blocking Willie, Bubs, but you can come up. Just shut the fuck up when the ladies arrive.
Oh, there's Blues. Yo, did you go back up on Connie's after the first time? Yes. Yeah, and yeah, and honest to goodness, I wasn't doing a mic troll or no hearing troll for real. Nothing would work on my side. Hi, Bubs.
You went
Yeah.
on Connie's panel, Willie? Oh,
Yeah.
surely somebody's got clipped that, right?
Well, yeah, but it's just me saying I can't hear you. It's just me with no noise coming out. And
Are you shitting me?
no, I couldn't
I
hear.
I was looking forward to hearing what that conversation would have been.
First of all, I'm sitting right here. I have a live stream going on the laptop. I'm restreaming him live. And on my cell
Oh.
phone, I'm hitting his StreamYard trying to go up. It was a fucking shit show. It was a nightmare.
You know what?
Did you hear what I said about that, Willie?
What?
Who you talking? Oh, I
I,
thought you said Lily.
I,
Sorry.
no, I said, sorry. I'm so used to calling you that, Will, man. Sorry.
No.
How I said that I think Tonic may have been trolling, but I'm pretty sure I don't think Wheelman was. I honestly think he was just having technical difficulties, and then Tonic and who else was up here was starting to say, "Oh yeah, I think he was," and then Tonic just went with the whole thing that you were trolling him.
Yeah.
Good.
I
Shut
I
up,
think
Tonic.
it's- But
So
anyhow,
also, there's two versions, all right? You can go back and watch my live from earlier and skip through it and say, oh my God, you can just tell by the vibes what's happening, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Blues is going to have the clean copy up, the clean Connie copy up, of which I get backed over by a tractor trailer if you listen, and I am going to jail. So that's
Oh no. Okay. So
yeah.
this kind of sucks for the dating game if you're going to be. Well, we could do what is it? Love after lockup, and you could get your very own Jen.
Probably going to happen.
What is up with Bub's Tubs?
it's not a tub. It's part of the aftermath of what happened that night.
Whoa,
That
what
night.
happened that night?
Is that the night?
Also was asking how what was that, Friday night? Yeah,
That's
Friday
the
night.
night the
when-
Bub's tub got fucked up in Canada. That was supposed to be the night the lights went out. Georgia.
I got more hustle. I got more fucked up. I went head down on the kitchen counter out there with the laptop going. And Spud
Yeah,
Lee
for like
carried
an
the
hour.
show for enough. Excuse me, Bubs. Please don't talk over me. And Spud Lee carried the show, Spud and whoever else sat, and Crafty Cat and whatever. They all carried the show, Blues. They all carried it while I was passed out for an hour. But then I was the comeback kid afterwards. I woke up, I was completely drenched, completely clothed, and completely drenched in sweat because it was 9,000 degrees in this house. And then I woke up and I got a second wind and I did a comeback kid. Then what did I do? Then I slept for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, woke up and Spud Lee was live from Australia. I come out here and poured a beer for breakfast and said, let's go. Yep.
You can party all night.
It was quite interesting. I do have to say, it was quite interesting. Hang on a minute. I have to, God, you guys go ahead and converse and talk and what have you.
So tell us about the tub there, Bubs.
It's not the tub, it's the kitchen sink.
So listen,
Or not kitchen sink, sorry. Bathroom sink. Sorry.
Hustle, these two Indians are walking next to a river, and one of them bends down and picks up a handful of soil, and he rubs his fingers through it, and he says, "The white man has been here." And the other one says, "How can you tell?" And he says, "Because we're speaking English."
Good one there.
Oh boy. All right, let's see if I look at what I'm learning how to do, Hoss.
What?
Hang on a minute.
You got an overlay, don't you?
Well, yes and no, but I don't really have to. If I do this, okay,
Oh, look at you!
and then
I'm
we
so
can come
proud
over
of
here.
you.
Yeah, I know, huh? What do I do? Unmute it? Too much elbow getting handcuffed and shit, right? This ought to be interesting. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, go for it.
It's your panel.
Bear with me.
An idiot. It just really doesn't make any sense.
Oh
when I
my
came to an housing
God.
court, I was taller than you.
Whoa.
You were a fat fucking pudgy. I would have
Oh, you're a
smacked you in your
fucking
mouth, you little
maggot. You are.
douche.
You're being a maggot.
You're gonna send yourself to hell for what you're
Oh,
doing to you. I'm gonna send you to jail, Willie.
Hassel,
Yeah?
do you hear a very gravelly
Yes.
old woman's voice talking to Connie in the background? Granted, I apologize for me talking over, Crafty talking over, Tonic talking over, Bubs talking over. Do you hear the gravelly in the background? Just pay attention to that voice, all right?
Okay.
That voice is supposedly me. Because if you hear Costa, he keeps saying, "Willie, keep talking, you're going to jail." All right? Okay, I'm playing that beautiful bean footage.
I totally know who
I
it
got
is.
you on recording threatening my life, so I'm sending you to jail.
I didn't threaten no life. I threatened to dead bitch
You threatened to dig up my mom's grave. That's an illegal crime.
and fuck her in her butt.
I'm gonna report this to the police, and you're gonna be charged.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna come in her butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, Willie's gonna go to jail. I literally have him on recording, threatening my life. Threatening to dig up grave sites. He's so stupid. He just with his voice
Oh my
recording.
God.
Her intestines in on her face like you used to.
is that
You
really
realize
Brett?
this is gonna send you to
Yeah,
jail,
that's
right?
real. Yeah, that's Brett.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Say like that. That's Brett.
Okay.
I was going to say it sounded like Brett.
Frank, and then Brett was up there.
I'm
No,
not
that's
No,
really
this is
Brett going after
this is
him.
even
I'm
better.
not like
This
I
is
said.
I've never heard Brett so early in the morning.
This is enough evidence against you to where you can
Like
be
the
charged
vampire is
and
walking up
sentenced.
when the sun is up.
I'm gonna head to Home Depot to get a shovel today.
Damn, I'm going to Home Depot.
Good.
to get
I'm
a
glad I
lot.
have this on recording, actually.
Right after I smack the dick off your breath in front of your apartment at 11:15. Figure.
I'm glad I got this on recording. Willie.
I don't even want to look up your
Sonic
conversation.
always wins.
I don't think so. Not this time. I think you just kind of fucked yourself over.
And even Binks is laughing at you, and she's a Jew.
I think you kind of fucked yourself over with this one.
And
Willie.
she's a Jew.
I think I'm gonna fuck Ellen over right in her colon.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're definitely too careless to care about going to jail.
Why is he talking to me, Billy? You're just.
I'm glad I have this on recording, Willie.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Your voice
It is
and face
obviously
is already
Brett, Debbie.
recorded and captured. You're an idiot.
It's not. No, it's not.
I
How
can
can you
compare
be
this right
talking
next to
like
your voice
that?
with your face.
I don't
Then you're
know.
a
You're lying.
fucking that's really
I'm
cool.
not. Anyone can
I don't
do
know
it.
how
It's
you're
like
doing
within my
it.
right.
I can't do it.
Willie, you're stupid.
Okay, everybody gets the gist of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny. Or shit. And it was obviously Brett. I mean,
Yeah. So first of
If
all,
I
it's
were
gonna
you,
be.
I wouldn't stay home though. I'd go out for a while, like take a
Oh,
little vacation.
I'm going into hiding. Yeah, right. I'm going into hiding. First of all, Blues is going to be putting out a clean copy of that without myself and Crafty and Bubs and Tonic and Zach talking over it all. So that's going to be interesting. Second of all, Hustle, I know you really, you're like the, you're like the Diane Sawyer or the, you know, of the of the group, and I'm like the Dan Rather or whatever. So we're like associates, and I know you like to know what's going on. So
Absolutely.
I'm sure you heard about all the B and the penis, the B
Yes.
penis, the B and the you know, if you want to go to a urinal, you got to go say I'm gonna go take a Jules now, I guess, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Right
yeah,
on.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, and so all that happened, right? And
Mhm.
Brett's been, you know, ostracizing and just filleting AC because of all the B.
Yep.
And my avatar was a B for a year, so I'm like, uh, I'm not looking good in all this. This is going back a month or two when it all fell apart. I'm not looking good, but I've known Brett for over 10 years, so I'm like, I can earn back his trust. I can earn back his trust. And Brett was like, oh no, there's not a fucking chance. And then it goes to completely ostracized yesterday, long before we knew any of this was going to happen. This nonsense here, and then somewhere around 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday, I was given the pen name, all one word, the shit show guy by Brett, and then he does that to me. Who needs enemies when you got friends like these? Hmm? I ask you.
Hmm. Good point there.
Hi,
Um,
Brandy. I'm the third husband.
oh, Cajun Brandy, congratulations on your wedding. And tonight is a dating game. Surely you had some single bridesmaids, maid of honor in your wedding or something that you might want to share the uh, link with,
Yep.
and we're hooking up Willie.
I need to be cheered up. It's okay, Brandy. It's all right. I need to
Cheered
be
up or
cheered,
laid?
cheered up. No, no, just
Okay,
even
okay.
even just like holding pinkies is enough for me. You know?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
right on.
I'm a very patient man, and I love to swoon a woman and what's the word when
Court,
court.
date.
Yeah, love
Yeah.
to court, date, and all that stuff. Yeah. And these are not contestants down below. That's the audience. All right. I just want to say I'm not having any competition up there for Christ's sakes. I've had
They're
enough of that.
kind of they're kind of like Willay's dating. What do you guys counselors or advisors,
Wingmen.
wingmen? There you go. Thank you, wingmen. Much better.
Christ Almighty, my wingman is that and Zubs. Oh
Yes.
Lordy.
And Cajun Brandy, we only have three questions. Well, yeah, three questions that the ladies have to answer. You know, how many demons have they fought? Um, do they? How often? Or what was the question we were going to ask him there, Willie? How often
Uh,
would you like sex?
yep. Or
And
just yes or no on sex. And what was the last one?
does Willie have to have a pension?
Which I do. We already know that it's done. But what are the questions for the ladies?
I know, but that was a yes or no question for the lady. I mean, would it matter if Willie didn't have one or if he does have one? No, the question was, do you have a pension, ladies?
Mm. And if they marry me after
Oh.
10 years, correct me if I'm wrong, they get the SSI. They get a percentage, right?
Is it 10 years or who had you the longest?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Willie, are you sure about that? Have you had a wife over 10 years? Let's start there.
Two of them over 10 years.
Fuck, which one's the longest?
Oh,
I
shit.
listen,
Hang on. First one, oh, no. Oh, no. I'm singing the Page B song. Oh, no.
oh no. Oh no.
Right. No, the first one was 7, and the second one was 13. Lucky
Okay.
7, and a 7-year itch, and the lucky 13.
So
No.
if you don't live for 10 years with this new wife, or if you get divorced before 10 years up, the lucky number 13 gets your pension. Is that right?
If I die single, neither one of my first or second wife gets a dime from me. From my
Don't count on that, buddy, man. I'm literally talking to Social Security Administration about my retirement, and that's one of the things they ask. How many times you've been married? Any of them over 10 years? And that guy with the 10 years is the one that would, yeah,
Wow.
they're
That's
asking
news.
that question, yeah.
That is news to me.
So that's what I'm, but I almost feel like there have been people thinking that they were 10 years and found out once the guy died that it was no, the first, I don't know, somebody else has to know the answer better than me. Shall we Google it?
Wait, hey, Zad, you're the closest to Google Grandma. Do you want to Google it?
What are we Googling exactly?
No, I'll Google.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm working on it right now.
Hustle's an administrator. She's good at this.
All right.
Too
But
funny.
anyhow, I just wanted to come up and answer Hustle's question that she asked of how Friday went, and to elaborate also on that, I also want to thank Wheelman and Blues and Spud for also being there that night and giving a good time. But other than that, I'm
Yeah.
out of here, Willie.
Hey, Bubs, wait a
stay
minute.
chat,
Don't
but
leave yet.
peace out.
Bubs, don't leave yet. Are you still here? Bubs?
He is still present on the panel, but muted up.
Yeah. Bubs?
Hello, can you hear us, Bubs?
Bubs, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Do you hear him, Zat?
Just give a thumbs up.
Everybody except Bubs. Bubs.
Yeah, he's muted.
Hmm.
Hi, Jessica.
I heard you, you fucking retard. Okay. Okay, you
Okay.
asked. Okay, fucking ask. Okay, I'm leaving. Peace. So say it.
Wow. Do you have your panties in a bunch? That's all I wanted to ask.
Ooh.
No, but you do. But anyhow, have a good night. Peace out.
Later.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay.
Wow.
So, divorced ex-spouse must have been married for at least 10 years and divorced before the death. And
But what happens if I'm married for 10 years?
yeah, twice, right?
No.
Or-
What happens if I get married now and I'm married for 10 years before I,
well, they don't qualify till that 10th year, right? So if it was 9.5 years, they don't get any of your benefits. It's that 10 year that qualifies them
Yeah.
to get it. But we were wanting to know, well, would that 13-year-old get it, or 13-year marriage?
Second wife, which is over 10 years, she's remarried. No one would.
Well, we know that. That's why they won't remarry, right?
She is remarried.
I know. I'm just saying. That's why ladies don't get remarried to that husband, you know.
Right. If you got one of me in your past, don't get remarried.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do 100%, 1,000%. Bubs, there's this thing the good Lord gave you. It's called a hand. There's another thing called the internet. Get to work there, bud.
Did you make it to the beach today, Willay?
I didn't. I'm laid up. I've been hobbling around.
That's right.
Yeah.
A sciatic nerve? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's bad.
Damn. How long you been fighting with that?
I went over 16 years, because in 2010 I had a neurologist tell me that they need to open up the top of my spine where it meets the stem of your brain and what have you, and the top three things in my spine are all messed up and they're rotted and corroded and what have you, and blah blah blah. And my spine was well into deterioration in 2010, and he said, if you don't do this operation right now, you're going to be in a wheelchair in 3 years. And
Degenerative disc disease?
Yeah, I said, I'll see you in 3 years, doc. And that was that. And then I've been okay mostly. And anytime it ever flared up, I always worked through it. So I tried doing that. And what happened was, it started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But coincidentally, I had my annual physical last Tuesday, so I said, all right, I'm going to wait and then just address it then. And so it wasn't any better by the time that last Tuesday rolled around, and I hobbled in there. And she said, well, first and foremost, here, take these 2 medications, and we'll give it 7 to 10 days and see what happens. And I said, what should I do for, physical activity and what have you? She says, just normal. I says, a lot of walking, a lot of standing up, and what have you. She goes, yep, nothing, no exertion, nothing over, probably 25 pounds. Usually it's 50, but keep it light, what have you. And yeah, yep, no problem. I says, I'm strong like bull.
uh, I thought when I had an issue with mine years ago, I always felt like the swimming pool helped because your bones were lifted of all the weight floating in the water. And
Swimming, and I think bicycling afterwards are the best exercises on the
What
planet.
about being shot into space? That would be good. Right?
I was some days I'm like, just take me back out in the yard and just shoot me. I'm done with it, man. I don't want to go to the doctor again. I'm sick of it.
Literally, I mean, you saw all last fall. I was at the beach every day live streaming, and
Yes.
yeah, I'm a water baby. I'm a fish. I just love being in the water, and yeah,
You've been there a few times this year. I just don't recall getting to see. But you know what? I had a couple of channels getting brigaded and terminated and shit like that by some crybabies because I clipped them
right.
and stuff. So I missed. I couldn't find anybody. And then finally would get a wrench somewhere where I could see you guys, or you'd leave a comment in somebody's chat. And I'm like,
Yeah,
hey, there's WillAY. I can now connect to him.
absolutely right. There's nothing like the water. I mean, I love the water, and don't get me wrong. For the first time in my life, I'm scared of the water because of the sharks, and this
Yeah.
this is absolutely wild because Maine is known for having obviously the coldest water in the summertime. People, when they go up to make Maine, which one of its nicknames is vacation land, all right? And when people go up to Maine, they're not known for like soaking in the bath water temperature, 70 degrees water. It barely gets into the lower 60s, and it's cold. York Beach is famous for cold water. Old Orchard Beach, all that. Scarborough Beach just had 6 sharks all sighted with a drone, and like, okay, everybody out of the water, and it's like, what? The one place where you could go safely with
Yeah.
cold water, and now it's the warm. Well, like the Gulf Stream comes up, gets pushed up, and right now it's doing its peak thing, and
Oh.
yeah. So what happens, Hustle, is the Caribbean water, that Fiji blue water, that's
Hmm.
aqua blue and green and what have you, literally comes up. Now, that blue water doesn't make it to our shorelines, but I've gone out sport fishing, and when you go out 50, 60, 70 miles,
Yeah.
you're looking down, it's like you're right in the Caribbean. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Because
That's
all that,
beautiful to see, isn't it?
oh, unbelievable. Unreal. Mm. But I do want to get to the beach. And plus, I was so stupid. Because listen to this. A senior citizen in Rhode Island, to have a parking pass for the 7 state of Rhode Island beaches, those are the Cadillac, the state-owned beaches with the big pavilions and all that stuff and everything. It's $35 per year. That's it.
That's not bad.
No, that's amazing. I mean, if you're using enough, and that doesn't guarantee you a spot. Once the lot full, the lots of boats, you got no parking. You got to drive around and wait for somebody to leave or whatever.
Hmm.
And so, because I didn't buy that this year, I'll probably hold off until after Labor Day, and then it's free parking after Labor Day. No more lifeguards, no more parking lot attendants, all that. I
Oh,
can
because
usually,
the tourists go away. I get it.
yeah, yeah, and it's summer's quote unquote officially over, but
Yeah.
I can get a good 4, 5, 6 weeks of real summer in September and October going down South County where the Atlantic Ocean is.
Hmm. And what's your nights? Are they getting pretty cool now, or are they still hot overnight?
Um, Hot, but I think the humidity is being driven out as we speak because the last 2 or 3 nights the lows were like 77 with a
Yep.
real feel of 85 with 100% humidity.
Hmm.
And it's just been nothing but just sweating humidities. And now I saw the forecast, and I think tomorrow night's going to be a low of like 63 and maybe even some
Yep.
50s or whatever in there. So I'm
We
really
had
happy.
that. Yeah, we had that cooler temperature a few nights ago. It was really nice. Still a little bit of
Mm.
humidity in the air, but it was still the temperature's going down by 30 was great.
Oh, I love it. I don't care if it's 85 during the day, but if it goes down to like low 60s at night, yeah, baby, give it to me. Give it
Heck
to
yeah.
me. I
Yep.
love that cool air. Yeah.
Jamie shared a link today on that Soldier God Soldier, whatever it is, and I
Yeah.
hit it and I thought, oh no, and didn't see anybody over there.
I did the same thing. You know what I did? Did you hear the tapping? Somebody was typing and you could hear the tap, 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 the electronic phone tap noise.
uh,
And so
Maybe.
I just went in the chat and I just typed tap, tap, tappity, tap, 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 tappity, tap, tap, tap. And then I just dipped. And while I was there, God Soldier was going, hey, settlement, I don't know you. So blah, 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 blah. And then
Oh,
Jamie's going, hey,
Jesus.
relax, relax. That's how Brett talks to everybody, you fucking maroon.
Yep. I almost said in there, Jamie referred me, and then I was
Right?
like, I didn't know anybody on the panel, and I don't even think he was up there at the time. So I rewound and just a couple ways back to see if I would know any of the information they were talking about, and didn't, and
Right,
kind of went on.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he's always interesting when I see him and Jamie trying to work things out, and it's usually somebody else's panel that it's happening on, not
Yeah.
either one of theirs.
Right. He is a mess. That guy's a mess. And I mean, Jamie and maybe a little bit of Scotto, a little bit of Paulette, and a little bit of AC. They're trying to save him, and I'm like, I think you guys are wasting your time, but hopefully you succeed. You
Well, I
know.
might have told you this the other day. I think it was AC I heard say, "Hey, it was a good show." I didn't want to go, and Jamie was like, took credit, because he's like, "I told you guys, just give this guy time. It's not going to happen overnight."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he's a heavy drinker, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And will like drink till he passes out on panel and stuff. I don't know. That's the question. I'm not sure.
That's funny. Blue says he's rewatching it. And Blue says, I'm at the part where Abe and COVIDs are up. Connie accuses Abe of being high. Then Abe says, I'm high on life. Yeah, sure. And the other thing too is, and this is ironic, I was just about to say before Blue's thing popped up, you gotta, and Hustle, I think you agree with me somewhat because you're a happy person, you're a single person. You gotta like yourself. You gotta start to like yourself in some
Absolutely.
type,
Yep.
and you gotta fall in love with yourself, and you gotta
Yes.
dig yourself, and you gotta be your number one fan,
Yep.
and
And it's
that's
going
what
to be
happened.
really hard to not change when you fall in love because you want to please that person so much that you
Right,
start to change. Then you're like, oh, now I'm
and that's
fucked.
the advice to give to Bubs, where hey, dude, I have fallen in love with myself. All right, giggity.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we don't kick shame around here. But hey, I'm all for people getting help. I am a huge,
Yeah,
huge,
I agree.
huge positive advocate for people getting help. I'm also happy. I am a very sporadic drinker. My buddy Spud is 100% alcoholic. He'll admit it. He drinks 27 beers every goddamn day, but he sits there online and doesn't harm another human. And he's just, his body's absolutely wrecked and destroyed. And he's just going out on his terms and
Hmm.
having fun and laughing and rip a pilly. And he just constantly is loving everybody. And
Yep.
yeah,
He's not the first one to do that, and we've watched a few of them, do it. And Rick Crude's not an alcoholic, but we're literally watching him just limb by limb kill himself, aren't we?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just not a fan. Like I said, I'm all for positivity and advocating on people getting rehabilitated or in recovery or whatever. But he's just a lost cause. Nope, nope.
He was an eye opener for me because he had every resource, access to every resource and most likely free to him there
Mhm.
that he could have gotten, and he chose to ignore it, and instead he begged for the soda pop and stuff, and he'd get the money for it, and he'd open that refrigerator and it was just stocked full of soda pop already, right?
And
And it was
Hustle,
just
you know
crazy.
how insane I am. I love my cookies. I love my
Mm-hmm.
cake and my ice
Yep.
cream. But aside from that, I am fucking 1,000% healthy eater.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of just nothing but fruits and vegetables. I showed people here a pound of bacon. That was the most meat that I've had in my house in the last month.
Oh,
Twice
bacon.
two, 3, 4 times a year. I'll buy a pound of bacon.
Hey,
And
over with that other community that I'm clipping now that pisses them off so much.
yep,
They took the word bacon and they'll call you bacon as an insult. And I finally had to tell the idiots, "Are you serious? You take the most fucking delicious meat of our breakfast or any meal, bacon, and you're calling us that? That's not offensive, dudes. That's delicious, you dummies."
right.
Is that
And look at Mike. Look at Mike says, I had to quit drinking. I couldn't have just a couple. Kudos for you for figuring it out and
yeah?
finding it out, and that's beautiful. And
I hear you.
hey, listen, Stabby, I just literally
Stabby.
regurgitated nothing but positivity and what have you, and you're just coming in here with negativity, and it's not the place. I'm not
Couldn't.
JoJo, and I'm not Ruru, and I'm not drama. I'm nothing but fun and laughter, and take your negative ugliness and go somewhere else with it,
Hold
please. No,
up, it's date
no
night.
disrespect, no harms, no fouls, nothing whatsoever. You know me. I'm a chill, cool vibe, and I don't, man.
Mike, do you smoke cigarettes?
I hope so because I need to light another one up right now, even though I just
Oh
put one up.
man, I would smoke one if I had one. I just have them. I quit a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I miss the cigarettes more than I do the booze. Yeah, that's I to this day would like to even smell
Yeah.
that first whiff of your cigarette. You know, that first smell of somebody else
Now,
lighting one.
how come you don't do like AC and have a half a dozen cigarettes a month when you know?
Because it would be a half a dozen cartons before a month is up, and yeah, yeah, I'm really good at cigarette smoking. So, well,
Well,
I
I'm good
can't
at
smoke 'em.
cigarette smoking. I love it. You've heard me say it, Hustle, a million times, and
Yeah.
Fat Ass too. I love it more than my crotch fruit semen demon offsprings.
Well, I think your
And
doctor told you that, didn't they?
oh yeah, she repeated it back to me. Yeah, yeah, last Tuesday. But I love it that I'm smoking for like under $1 a day now because I'm making my own.
Making
You
your
know,
own.
just, yeah.
So for her to quote that back to you word for word, she recorded it in your notes.
Well, she sort of kind of said it questioningly, like I don't know if she had the words right. She might not have used, crotch fruit, but she might have said something closely to it. But she definitely used like semen offsprings or demon offsprings or
Yeah.
something. And
Crotch fruit.
mm.
God, I remember the first time I heard that. Like, what?
Well,
And
Mike,
you,
go find some pipe tobacco and boxes of empty tubes and a little tip top cigarette machine maker, and get rid of those vapes because you get popcorn lung and
because
that's
the
just
filters are what, maybe $2, right? Am I a package of filters for your
oh
cigarettes?
they're $15 for like a couple hundred of them or 500 of them or 1,000 of them
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, it'll last you forever. And then you got your tobacco. And
Yeah.
are you rolling and licking, or are they the little silicone that you're filling up?
It's a little machine that's got a thing sticking out on it. You slide the
Roll.
empty tube over it and it grabs it and you just
Oh,
crank it.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think you showed us that once before, didn't you?
yeah.
Hmm.
And I am so thankful. Never got addicted to gambling. Never got addicted to drugs or alcohol. I was a big weekend warrior, and but I was in a very, very, very safety conscious career my whole life, so that had a lot to do with it. But yeah, and I'm very proud of anybody that's licked it and beat it and what have you. Because if you're not like, I'm the happiest motherfucking drunk on the planet. I know I am. I just know I am. I know I am. All the people I've met on vacation over the years in Cabo San Lucas and Bermuda and Bahamas and Key West and Florida when I lived down there for 3 years and what have you. I am a happy motherfucking drunk. And even the other night when my head went down and Spud knew because Spud
Hmm.
he's a smart fella and he's been around and what have you. And he said, "Well, what's the matter?" And I said, "I've lost my vision, Spud. I can't see." And for 45 minutes, the head was on the counter, no vision. He said, "You all right?" I'm there. "Yep, I'm all right. Do we need to think about calling a rescue or anything?" I mean, nope, 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 not even close. If it was even close, I'd say yes or what have you. And then I just blacked out and just arms on the countertop like this, head in the arms. And then every once in a while, Hassel, Spud would wake me up with his voice, and he's going, "Brother, where did I? Brother, where did I? Brother, where did I? Brother, where did I?" And I pick my head up, and I go, "What?" And he goes, "You got 7 people in the basement. Bring them up, brother. Where they then go back to sleep."
Were you snoring?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think so. Hi, Charlie C, the queen of the Maritimes, otherwise known as Earthlings, New Brunswick.
Earthling, New Brunswick. All right, you got
Spuddy
people
is
from
so
all over the world.
Spuddy is so cool. Yeah, she's right on the other side of Maine. She's to the northeast of Maine. But then she's going out. She's going to become. She's the queen of the Maritimes right now, and the Maritimes is the Canadian provinces on the east coast, I believe, on the northeast coast on the Atlantic. But then she's going to eventually relocate out to Alberta, so she's going to become the queen of the desert.
Oh.
The queen of the cowboys, or the queen of the mountains, or whatever. Yep, she's going to be making a big life change.
Cowboys, right on.
Yeah, I think Alberta. Anyways, I'm just strictly guessing. But
Your friend Spud, and you said he changed his name not too long ago. What was the old name again? Or maybe that was the old
right
name.
now he's Rippabilly Made.
There we go. Yep, that guy.
Yeah.
I noticed that he's always covered up a lot. Is it cold where he is? Because he's the second Aussie that when I see goes live, they're like
yes and no.
bundled up.
Yes and no. He's in Queensland, which is equivalent to like Boston, because the United States and Australia are almost the same size. So he's up in the northeast corner, sort of, kind of. He might be more like Baltimore-ish, a tri-state area around Manhattan or whatever, geographically. And so it gets a little bit cool, but they're so acclimated to warm weather. If it gets down to, let's say, like low 60s for us, they're putting on 3 layers. They're putting on hoodies. They're putting on winter jackets, all that shit.
Wild Bull Bar. Yeah,
Wild
I think
Bull
that.
Bar. Yep.
That's the name I knew him by.
And then he still has a channel that is just, I can go find him, or he still has a channel that is just Spud Lee. And it's obviously not the same, but yeah, something like that. So he's got that too.
Yeah, I think I was asleep in my chair this morning when you shared your link, and the notification might have woke me up because I remember waking up and hitting it, and it was just starting, and I couldn't stay awake, and I just said, okay, time to go to bed.
Right. Charlie, Debbie is Erica. Debbie's your neighbor. You and Erica are like a couple hours apart. Erica's phone is in the shop, so she's using her mom's YouTube. So that's Erica Suter, Debbie Suter's daughter. Debbie's daughter. How many times has Erica typed, "It's me, Erica. My phone's in the shop. This is my mom's account"? She's typed that like 10,000, 100 million times in the last 3 weeks. So.
Is your mom missing YouTube, Erica?
Oh my God! I just typed Spud Lee. I just typed Spud Lee in God Soldier's chat.
Oh no!
I thought I had my phone on this chat.
You've probably opened a can of worms that Jamie will never be able to.
No, I just removed it. It's gone.
That's even worse.
No. Now I'm coming back to you guys. Yeah.
Spudley.
Yeah.
That's happened quite often on my live streams.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's somebody.
There's his name right there, Spud Lee. So yeah, the Wild Bull Bar, and then before that, it was called something else. Before the Wild Bull Bar, it was Rogue that introduced me to Spud back in 2020, 2021. Yeah.
Say, did I see or hear she's back or came back for a visit or?
Sort of, kind of. She's pretty down because Hoochie passed away, from cancer. So that was like, might as well cut off a limb.
Right.
She's not the happy-go-lucky, jolly, yucking it up person that she used to be. Yeah. So that's a tough one, but she's still. Do you remember Cyclone Staxy is always on her panel? He's like a Tennessee. She changes his name on the panel and calls him the Tennessee Panty Dropper. And I never realized. I have known Staxy. Now his name is Cyclone Stax, and it's got some weird like creature that Zach knows the name of it is. It's humanoid and it's got one eye. I didn't realize until the last month I didn't realize until the last month that Staxy lost an eye. That's why he calls himself Cyclops.
Shit. Oh
Cyclops
no.
Staxy.
Oh no.
But he's a cool guy. He's just a good old guy with a deep radio voice. He got that Tennessee tang twang. Yeah, and they just shoot the breeze, and it's fun. Mm.
Nice. So, what do you guys got lined up tomorrow on your Monday? Anything?
I
You're going
don't know
live.
what I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah, I'll be live for 5, 10, 15 hours at some point in time. Yep. But I don't know what. I gotta get an inspection sticker on my news van. I got the news van registered, insured, been driving it. Took it
Right
out with
on.
Zach. Zach and I took it out Friday night. Took it out to the lake, do some nature. I drove down to Warwack and went and visited my granddaughter on Saturday. Took it on the highway, brought it up to 100. It runs good.
And Wandering Hippie, you still get to visit with him often, and he's doing
I
good. And
haven't seen Wandering Hippie. He's been in the weeds, nose to the grindstone, hustling, doing his work, making money.
oh,
So
good.
I haven't seen anything of him.
What
Yeah.
does he? What does he do for work? I didn't know he
He's doing
worked.
DoorDash, I think. He's like
Nice.
premier platinum level, so he gets
Oh
all
yeah,
the first dibs and all that shit.
yeah. There's one of the guys that I follow that does that and can make a shit ton of money a day, but he spent 12 hours doing it. He's good at it. And it's a location of wealth and not going into
Yeah,
any other area. So
he's a hustler. He's a hustler. They brought it way up, and he does it, and then the wife helps out. And I don't know if the granddaughter helps out or not. She's like 17, 18 now. And then they lost it all when he had his open heart surgery. So they lost all their platinum status and this and that and the
yeah,
other thing because they weren't hustling. But supposedly he got it right back, and he's just going to town.
and is he
Yeah,
feeling good doing it, or is it because that?
I think so for the most part. I'm not happy about him. His doctor said, "Hey, don't don't smoke anything. Don't smoke weed. Don't smoke a vape. Don't smoke anything. Don't smoke anything. Wait
Well,
three wait 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months, and if you want to start out slow, start with some 5 milligram gummies. Take it up to 10, 15, 20, 30. Slowly bring it up.
yeah, because you're on new medication, and even if you didn't have open heart surgery, when they start putting you on those meds, your body has to get used to the new you. It's
Right,
been used to that guy that wasn't having good flowing blood and
right.
having heart attacks and shit like that, right?
The doctor said, if you do what I'm telling you not to do, you're going to come back and see me.
Yep.
And then last I saw him a month or two ago, he was vaping and smoking and not cigarettes, but weed. But I was like, eh. Yeah,
Hey, Stabby, good to see ya. um, we're trying to hook Willie up with a date. You want to hit that link and come up?
yeah. So if you know anybody in the Northeast, and everybody knows I'm a whale man, so I'll drive. I'll drive for those dates. I'll drive.
Nice.
And I just added something. You heard I got a brand new phone, right, Hassel?
Oh, no, I didn't. That's why you're so
Oh,
slick now on the
oh yeah.
computer and
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
It was back on. It was back. I'd have to look at the calendar, but I'm going to be rough with the dates. But I actually have this now. Look at those two
Lyft.
right there. Huh?
Lyft and
And
Uber right on.
yeah, I got them ready to go. So there'll be no hijinks or
It's
nonsense
been a
or anything
while
like
since I've used either one of those, but when you download the app, do they still throw some money at you to give you incentive to use them? Like, $2 off or.
only on Lyft, you get 50% off the first 2 rides, and that may expire
Nice.
because I haven't used it.
Yeah. Yeah, mine always did too, but it was nice to see they're throwing something at you.
So my phone was really, really bad. My other phone, my old phone. And then finally my sister and my youngest said, okay. And we went down. And my sister, sort of kind of regrettingly, she signed up for Metro by T-Mobile, which is basically the Hood account because
Oh.
they only have stores in the Hood. And
Okay.
yeah, so we went down there and I ended up coming home that night and I hopped on somebody's live stream or I went live myself and I says, check this out, baby. And I had the box and everybody says, what do you got? And I held the box up and it said it's an A37. And I said, and it was a Monday. And I said, and these aren't available to the public. They don't go released to the public until this coming Thursday. How do you like that?
And then you had a full 3 days to fuck around with it and get familiar with it and all that, right?
You know me. You
Yep.
know me. using 1% of this phone. I am Mr. Technologicalities. All right.
Uh-huh.
I do not know how to. Yeah.
I didn't set up my voicemail, and I had a certain amount of time to do it, and once that opportunity left, you didn't get to do it. And I was fine with that. I didn't want to hear anybody's voice or have to dial into that to have to hear it. Text me, right?
Right.
And then T-Mobile just bought U.S. Cellular. So T-Mobile has it, and I've got a voice message, and it says I don't have the right password. I'm like, of course I don't, because I don't know what it is.
Right.
But it's
Right.
probably just T-Mobile telling me to set up your password.
Yep. Yep. So quite interesting. Yeah, I can't stand texting. I can't stand typing. And all the people, like whether it's that or Jamie, all the people that I'm in contact with real life, when I'm sending you letters and when I'm doing tap 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 tap, that means
Hmm.
I care about you, and I'm really going out of my because I'm a fucking talker. I just like to talk, you know.
Hmm.
Um,
You had to switch to T-Mobile because U.S. Cellular was bought, yep, out by them. So I had to wait for them to send me a SIM card, and the SIM card is now stuck in your phone. Oh, I thought, gosh, it's been a while, but I thought it was kind of almost like one of those drawers that you just lightly push and it slides out on its own. Isn't that usually how the SIM cards go? Or wait a minute, I know, Erica. In the box that it came in, there's this little metal thing that's kind of looks like a, what is it? What's the shape of it, guys?
I have one. I'm like, it looks like the thing that you put inside you to prevent pregnancy.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
IUD?
yeah. It's a like an Uber ring or whatever. Yeah.
Erica's too young to know what that is, probably. Yeah, but that
Hold on.
little thing
Oh,
he's going to show you, is a little. There's a little dimple right by where your thing is, right where you put that thing, a little dimple on your phone or something, and you're going to poke it with this. He's going to show you the male part, and your phone on the side of it has the female part. Nah, I mean,
nah, mean.
I only
I
know
have,
that from buying like bowls for bongs. They're like, oh, is it a male or female? I'm like, what? And then it made
yeah.
sense.
I gotta run outside. It's in the news van.
Ah,
It's in the news van. It's just a couple of steps, though. Don't worry. You guys just chat amongst yourselves.
I was gonna say we could probably Google what it looks like, but I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. But it's in the box that your phone came in. You will miss it if you didn't look at every little piece of it. Looks like a paper clip that somebody's played with, and I feel like it's a triangle on one side and straight on the other.
Hang on a minute. Hold on.
Oh, she said she did it, Willie. She did
Okay.
that. The SIM card didn't fit. Oh no. So they didn't know what to send you, it sounds like.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, after all that work.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. There's no worries, no harms, no fouls.
Huh?
You realize I'm like 40 feet away
And a
right
bad
now?
sciatic.
Um, how come I could hear? And I was like 50 feet away outside. When I sit in front of the laptop, people say, I can't hear you.
When you're sitting in front of the laptop, the acoustics aren't necessarily as good as when you're pulling yourself away. Sometimes you
So
get
this
muffled because you're too
container,
close.
this
There you
now this
go.
is from my previous phone. That's the container it comes in, and then you open it up, and inside,
Oh.
and it said, I don't know if this is the same thing. This is like I said, this is my old phone, which was a Motorola. Now I have the Samsung, but that's the
Mine
little
never
thing.
came with the little wallet thing. It just came as stuck inside the box that was kind of sliced
Yeah,
open for it to fit.
it's even got the little M Motorola logo on it.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
nice one.
yeah, but this is from my old phone, and I don't have use of it anymore. But it's just here. I
But
just
it's
found
like,
it.
is it one size fit all or?
I don't know, but I'm gonna. You know me. I don't. I'm a rat pack. I don't throw any. I don't throw
Uh
much out.
huh.
I do. I have been doing a lot of minimalizing and getting rid of shit. And everybody and their brothers like, oh, I'll give you this. I'll give you that. I don't want fucking nothing unless you're handing me fucking Benjamins.
Yep.
Ben, yeah, hand me Benny Franklin's, and that's about it.
I know, fortunately, a while back, I was able to just buy anything that I wanted, and so I did. And when I ran out of things that I wanted, I just typed purple in Amazon and found lots of purple stuff because that's my favorite color. And it's like, I don't need anything or want anything at this point. So yeah,
Right.
don't send me no gifts. And of course, my work sends like stuff once a year. It's like, no,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Save it. Save the
Yeah. No, I don't
postage.
want no stuff. Literally want for nothing. The only thing I want right now is a much more dependable vehicle than the two I currently own and have registered and insured and et cetera, et cetera.
Hmm.
So, but, yeah.
Would you consider buying a new one or not wanting to get into that whole
I
thing?
could never afford new, but I'm thinking now, I think I want to get another pickup. I've always been a pickup truck guy, so.
Well, and plus your weather, your winters can be kind of harsh, can't they? With
Yeah,
the
yeah, but
uh-huh.
every SUV nowadays is like a miniature pickup truck with four-wheel drive, so
Mhm.
that's all covered. But yeah, I'm thinking I currently my busted transbender, broken tranny Sierra GMC Sierra is a 2013. So if I could get a 17, 18, 19, I might be looking at paying like 30 grand maybe.
Mhm.
And I'll be lucky to get 10 grand from my existing pickup after I drop a 2 or 3 grand to fix the tranny. So that's just, isn't that special? Isn't
Mhm.
that special?
Mhm. I was
But I
wondering
guess
where
I'm,
you was going when you started that conversation talking about a tranny. I was like, "What?" And then you brought up
yeah,
your car. So, okay.
yeah. So, but I
Purple,
just spent
that's
the
rock.
last month getting the van going, and the van sat in the backyard for the last 5 years, not
Yeah.
running, not doing anything.
I
So that was
remember that cuz you got
that
it
was
running but not had the same tires, right?
yep, yep. Yeah, no, now it's pretty good. I mean, granted, it's leaving a dime or a quarter or a half-dollar size little leak of some sort of liquid here and there, but as long as I just keep checking the liquids every day, every other day, topping them off and what have you. It's 19 years old. It's a 2007 Toyota Sienna,
Mhm.
so it's almost 20 years old. It's got 190,000 miles on it. I'm just gonna baby the shit out of it and have it because I'm never going to be in this situation again where I'm always going to have two vehicles from now on because that is just absolutely nonsense. And I would never use Uber or Lyft unless it's an emergency.
Mhm.
To go to the DMV the other day, they wanted like $40 each way. So I was going to burn more than $100 to drive
Tip.
13 miles. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Mhm.
That's just crazy.
How often do you have to go out?
Not often at all, but now now you got to remember when the damn pandemic came, I had already been at least 5 years in training. So I was like, ha, I'm gonna be top of the podium. They're gonna be putting the gold medal around my neck. I've been
Mhm.
training for this. There's
All
a
right.
big difference. There's a big difference between being call me a 95+% recluse shut in who loves to go out and walk in nature and do
Mhm.
hikes, up in the ocean and what have you. There's a big difference between being a voluntary one and forced to be stranded with no wheels. Big,
Yeah,
big difference.
exactly.
Big difference. And
Yep.
plus, I lost my whole routine because you used to hear me when I would say, and Zach just cracks me up because every single day he goes to the market, you know? And I'm like, I go once every 90 days, you know? So I lost my whole vibe because it was either like, for instance, when my sister came down to do the phone, she took me to the market that day.
Mhm.
And then the youngster lives half an hour south of me down in Warwick. He would come up to get his hair cut. One time, all three of them came up. Him, my daughter-in-law, the new baby, and all four of us went and shopped for both households at the market and made a fun time out of it. Made a social get-together out of it. But to be stuck and like and like my sisters, they're an hour north up in Boston. They're like, "We'll come down." I'm like, "You're just burning the ozone layer, just burning fuel and wasting money driving down here. I'll be fine and dandy. I got so much rice and beans in this house. I'm all set." I mean,
Did
I'm
you eat
not
a lot of it? A lot of rice and beans during that time, or did you manage to make do
not
with
really.
that?
No, Junior helped out really good, and he figured out we figured out my routine. He could take me to the market, and I could make it easy 10 to 14 days until I needed the next trip, you know?
Hmm. I found that when I have my car when it's running, I don't have any hunger for any of that other stuff other than what I've got it in my refrigerator and cupboards right now. But the minute
Right.
that car doesn't work or I've loaned it out or whatever, I'm like, oh
Right.
man,
Panic City,
yes,
anxiety.
I
Oh,
need this. Yes.
yeah, yeah. I'm the happiest person on the planet. I love hanging out with me. You know, I just absolutely love hanging out
I do
with me.
too.
You guys, I mean, if you guys could see how I'm much more happier alone by myself than I am here in
Hmm.
person with you guys because I'm more goofy, I'm more silly, I'm less clothed, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
You know,
less clothed.
I'm just much happier. But to be stranded and it's not like, I mean, the closest convenience store is 3 miles, and I was like, oh, that's a stretch for me. I do a mile and a half, 2 miles out and back all the time,
Hmm.
but 3 out and 3 back, that's pushing it a little bit. And if I go down, now
Yep.
I'm calling a rescue, which is a $500 deductible. No, thank you.
Have you gotten one of the, I've fallen and can't get up necklaces yet, or?
Mm-mm. Well, I think that's basically what this is now, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you know.
Assuming it's within reach, if
Mm.
it's in your hand, you wipe out on cement, it's gonna go
Being
sliding.
being a breaking down elderly, I do my best, unfortunately, to keep it close by. Where
Oh no,
even
I have the same issues there, Willie. I'm
yeah.
like,
So
maybe I need
also,
one of them necklaces.
I mean, I've been working on the van, and I mean working on the van like a bona fide fucking certified GM mechanic. You know, working on the
Uh,
van, and I make sure that I put this at least within crawling distance, so
yes.
I can take a broom or a shovel on my cane, and I can drag it back to me. I think about, okay, where am I placing this so that it's and yeah, so that's crazy.
S- So you can do mechanic work as well, Willie?
To a point, to a point. I have an awesome, amazing mechanic that comes by and helps me out, and I think the only benefit to that is I am the best helper he's ever had. I'm the best assistant, you know.
Apprentice.
Yeah,
Right on.
he's great. He's mid 40s. He's a young guy, and he really helps out. He used to do it as a big side hustle, and he had a lot of customers. And he comes to
Mm.
your house and does the work and what have you. He's a real old school. He could be in the cast of Oh Brother Where Art Thou kind of guy. You know, he could fit that no problem. And but now he's got it down to like 4 or 5 customers, and he literally told me without saying the exact words, he says, "You're just a pity customer now. I just can't not drop you because you're just going to be screwed if I drop you." So I'm a pity
Mm.
customer. I'll take that pity, and I fucking pay him handsomely.
Yep.
If I was to pay a garage, I'm paying him. You know what I'm paying him now with the way I tip him? I'm paying him street rate.
50%. What?
Well, no, I'm basically paying him what I'd be paying a garage,
Hmm.
but it's all going to him.
Oh,
It's
cash.
not,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, and it's not a little bit going to the mechanic and then a lot of it going to the owner of the garage and what have you. And
Hmm.
I don't care. I mean, I'm an insane, crazy tipper when I get something good, whether it's a meal or whether it's something delivered or whether it's him doing mechanics work or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah, because cash, you know, CREAM, right? Cash rules everything all around me.
Let's hear it. The ebony loves me.
Yeah.
Let's hear the
Well,
jingle.
look at this. Look at that. That's so funny you said that. Wait till you see this. So I changed my name, right?
Hmm.
That goes without saying. And then it wouldn't let me. Hang on, I gotta find it. It wouldn't let me because I changed it like yesterday or the day before. It wouldn't make any. It wouldn't let me do any other modifications.
Yep.
But it lets you try. So I actually texted this to Jamie. This screenshot that I took. And because I changed my name, and by the way, I'm a Billy in real life. That's what everybody calls me, is Billy. And people like siblings that call me Bill, I remind them, my name's Billy. I've been a Billy since I was this old, and I'm going to be a Billy till I die, like Billy Martin and, the
Hmm.
famous Yankees manager and what have you. I'm a motherfucking Billy. So I'm glad this all happened because I changed my name to Billy because everybody was confusing me with friggin' William Brooklyn and
Oh
see,
no.
and they'd see Willie, and I'm getting banned and blocked and everywhere, and KK and Brandy are going, no, that's our friend. Stop. And KK calling him Willie, and we whittle Willie, and I go in there, and friggin' Bliss Chris is fucking attacking me and whatever. So this is once it lets me allow to change the name. This is what it's going to say. Do you want to read it, Hassel?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm VillAY with a B, not a V or even a double V. There's no crying or whining in life, only brutal, tough love, honesty, truths, and ownership. Don't like your situation? Change it. A bunch of emojis, and I can't see the next paragraph. Everything on this channel is for attempted comedy, conversations, exclamation point, entertainment, exclamation point, funs, laughters, likes, loves, sarcasms, and support. Only over 18 adult content and humans allowed here. And then his Cash App, right on. Would like assistance there. Cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Now if
And
we could
I
get a
sent
video.
I sent it to Jamie, and if I look and see what the response was, my penis is going to start crying. All right, if I do that again.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't do that. So
Could I read it?
yeah, hang on. Hang on. I gotta find where it is. Hang on. It's really, really, really so nice and heartfelt.
I'm sure it is.
And you know, I'm a very, very, very unique individual. Where I hang, you know, I'm very, very close with all these legit savage motherfuckers, you know. And I'm just the old guy in the corner of the old dive bar, you know. Uh,
Did you want to read it, Zat?
you know, hang on a minute. I'm gonna. Oh, you know what I did? I left him a voicemail. Look, see, I hate to type. Hang on a minute. See that right there?
Oh, yep.
That's
Three.
That's a
Yes.
3 minute 3:11, is it?
Yes. Yes. How convenient, VillAY.
Yeah, that's a great
3:11.
thing. And Jamie says, and of course everybody knows everybody. And Jamie, hey, I know you just will enjoy this.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm with it. Love the idea behind it, and don't ever think I forgot the amazing time I had with you as my co-host back in the Lego days and driving Connie out of his fucking mind. Some of the best times ever, brother. And that's it. God, the Lego days. I forgot all about those too, VillAY.
Yeah.
Those were good
Oh,
times.
yeah. Well, it's really interesting and unique because I was like always I don't know, I have a hard time with words because my brain is empty, and so that's what happens when you get old.
Hmm.
But I was always like the altar boy around Brett, you know.
Yeah.
And then Brett introduced me to everybody, and obviously I have a good social engagement. I love comedy. I like to say, you know, AC has no problem with me hanging up there, even if it's one good joke in a 3.5 hour live stream. It's worth it to him, you know, and it's good and everything. And then like when Boss Bitch started going live, literally Jamie was Boss Bitch's first co-host,
Hmm.
and I was like the third wheel. And then like when you and Liz were going live, I was the third
Hmm.
wheel, you know, and I would just pop around here, there, and everywhere. And then I just hit it off with Jamie just because of his recovery, and he's a savage like Brett, you know. He's a verbal savage, and yeah, we just enjoyed it. And
For me, Jamie fed my brain intelligence as to where there were so many other live streams that was not feeding it intelligence, and my brain was hungering. It was
yeah,
hungry for intelligent conversations and stuff, and Jamie would do it and
yeah.
eloquently, and yeah.
And Nikki, you have to recharge your batteries, Nikki. I hear you. I see you 100%. I hear you loud and clear. But you gotta recharge your batteries. Number one, you gotta take care of the first three. You gotta take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. And the financially ain't never gonna change. I'm always gonna be a fucking broke joke. And when some fucking asshole goes up on fucking AC's panel and I'm bushwatching and lurking, I'm sending motherfucking $5. I don't give a shit if I can't get fucking afford food the next day. But yeah, you gotta. I mean, Nikki, I know I'm preaching to the choir because you're better than you're better than anybody at taking care of yourself that I know. You really are. So just yeah, Jamie's a character. He is a wild, wild character.
Teen girls. Oh, Nikki. Yep.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
never raised them, but I was one of them, and I remember me and
Yeah.
my sister going at it.
Same. I had my three sons. Da, na, 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 na,
hmm
na. But my sisters had girls and stuff, and yeah, I hear
Yeah.
ya.
My brothers put a toll on my mom too. They were older, but my sister would literally just stand and scream, and this is in her teens, if she didn't get her way. And it was like, what? Mom would
Yeah.
backhand me for why ain't you backhand that bitch for that, mom?
I gotta tell you, I can remember on one hand like those kind of moments with my three nuns, my older three siblings. I don't hardly. First of all, the oldest one is like 6.5 years older than me. The next one is 5.5 years older than me, and then the next one is 3 years older than me. So I basically raised myself. They weren't at all interested in. They loved having a baby brother when I was brought home from the hospital all bundled up, and they could hold me like I was a little doll. But that was about the only engagement or interactions we had.
What about you, Zach?
Only child.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's got to be tougher than anything. And well, yes and no. It's got to be the
It's
best and the
tougher.
worst.
It's tough now.
Yeah. I mean, I was basically an only child, and it's tough now because I'm 99.9%. What's the word? Separated from them.
hmm
Um,
I always remembered as a kid how to entertain myself, not because there was age differences with mine, right? And yeah, to entertain myself. And even in
oh,
this day, I don't ever get bored. I mean, I
yeah.
might think, what do I want to do next?
When
But
I was when I was a kid, it was dirt, a small little garden
sunshine.
shovel, army men, and Hot Wheels, and I could, and a hose water, and you could make ponds, and I could keep myself entertained, and then once like 12 or 13 rolled around, I can get paid for delivering these 100 newspapers every day. Yep, I'm going to do that. And then 15 and a half, you get your working certificate. I was pumping gas. I was washing dishes. I was like, money. I was like Jamie when I was 15 years old. Money, give me money. I wasn't trading content for money, but I was just
hmm
loving it.
Well, and at our age too, Willie, we spent a lot of time outside. It was just a given as
Right.
kids. That's we were outside. Yeah,
And you went out with friends, and you got whooped, and you got bullied, and you got beat, and you got everything. You
you
got
had
every experience.
fun. You
Yeah, you
got
had fun.
kissed.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, all
Yep.
that. You swiped alcohol from your parents, and you made
Heck yeah.
bonfires out in the middle of
Pack
the
of
woods.
cigarettes from them. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. I could see Bobby Pirtle, R.I.P. Bobby Pirtle. He was like probably 2, 3, 4 years older than me, and he had the shirt tight. He had a grip on my shirt so tight around my neck, I thought I was going to choke. I thought I was going to pass out. He goes, "You go get cigarettes right now. Bring them back here."
Heck yeah. That
I
was
went
when
to,
they had the vending machines of the cigarettes, right? You put the money in and pulled that lever, and
yeah, the big knob. Brrr, you pulled
yeah.
it out. Yeah.
That was our ASMR back then, hearing that pack of cigarettes roll through the channel,
Oh, he
right?
was he was telling me go get cigarettes, go steal them from my dad, which I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Hell, I remember my mom sending me down the street, and you just go, as a kid, would go in there and just buy them for your mom. There was never a question about it. Kids buying them
Right.
for their parents.
Right. Oh. Aw, look at this. This is going to be therapy after those 8 hours of shopping with teens. That's for sure.
Yep.
Hi,
Oh,
Nikki.
it was actually
Oh.
it was okay. It was just so much because they I took them thrifting because I'm not rich and I still spent so much money. It's nothing's
Yeah.
cheap anymore. And I took one of my daughter's friends and she had never been thrifting before, so that was cool.
Yep.
She
Yep.
fell in love with the stores we took her to. There's this
Right.
place called Plato's Closet, and they have all of like name brand stuff, like Nike and Guess and whatever fucking brands they wear these
Yep.
days. But
Yep.
they're like, it's like buying Walmart prices for name brand clothes because they're gently used. And
Yep.
they had so much fun trying on clothes today.
Hey, you're in the U.S., aren't you, Nikki?
Yes, ma'am.
Does your state have the one day usually in August where you get the tax-free weekend on back to school supplies and clothes?
We had last week was
Last weekend.
tax-free weekend, but I don't go out on weekend. I don't even like to go grocery shopping on tax-free weekend because the stores are just so.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just so. It's like Black Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane, but
Yeah.
I mean, and our tax here is fairly low anyway for sales tax. So
I was just mentioning it to, I think it might have been Doc one day when I was in the panel or something, but they were unaware of it in their state. It's like, yeah, that's like usually in
First
August.
of all,
yeah,
first of
every
all,
state does a
yeah.
tax-free weekend for back
Okay.
to school.
Yep. And Doc's in New Hampshire, which has no taxes, no sales tax.
That's right.
Right. There's some places that just don't have it at all. Here in New Mexico, we don't have sales tax for groceries at all.
Yeah.
Well,
like
just like the edible items, right? You like a package of paper towels, you're paying taxes on it, right?
Right. It
Okay.
has to be grocery. It has
Food,
to be
yep.
actual, like what you would get at a grocer, not at a general store.
Yeah, I don't know how Connecticut is, but Mass and Rhode Island, they do the competing. You know, they separate it by a couple of 3 weeks where they do the tax-free weekend. It's all over, advertised everywhere, and it's advertised by all the big furniture companies and all that nonsense, cars or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
They came home with their haul and they were so excited. So worth
that's
it. But I am just done. All the people, all the places, all the standing around.
When does school start for them?
It started Friday.
Oh,
Friday
okay.
was their first day, but I wait to shop until after the first day this year. Usually we have their lists in advance, but my older of the youngest two, the one still in school, she's starting high school this year and she needed to get her syllabi, I think is the plural, before we did the shopping so that we would get, because they don't publish a school list like the elementary and middle schools do.
Right. You know what's funny is I saw recently somebody that was from Massachusetts, and they don't have kids, and somebody had asked them in the chat, when does your school start? Because, you know, down south, they go back to school like next week. And up here, it was always after Labor Day.
Yep.
And even if like this year, Labor Day, I think is September 7th is a Monday. Back when I was young, they would start school on like the 8th, the Tuesday afterwards. Well, they're changing it now. Like, for instance, Rhode Island, in my town, they start on the 24th of August. So they're sort of becoming.
It's snow days here in Iowa that causes it to change. So if they used all their snow days, then they're going to be starting.
Shout out Iowa. The boys at NASCAR raced at Iowa today. Today was a momentous day.
Nice.
For us here, we're like last in the nation for education. Like it's us and Mississippi. We go back and forth. So every year they keep increasing the number of required hours or days, or I think they do it by hours, but they keep increasing the number of hours the kids have to be in school, thinking it's going to improve our test scores, and it never does. So we're like at the beginning of August now, all the way until the very end of May. And it didn't used to be when I was a kid. We started in September and we were done at the beginning of May. Like you were saying, Willie, like after Labor Day weekend, that Tuesday would always be the first day of school.
Right. Yeah, it's
they got 7, almost 8 weeks because they went send them back Friday. They got 1 day short of 8 weeks for summer break.
Yep. And it's funny, Nikki, you mentioned that a little bit off topic from school, but you were talking about state rankings. And Rhode Island is now almost leading the charge for all categories.
You guys are kicking
all
ass.
Categories. Like they're driving businesses away, they're driving residents away. Healthcare's in the bottom. We're down there with Mississippi, Louisiana. Education, we're with you. Mississippi, Louisiana, Rhode Island is fucked right now. And I'm just sorry, but my new nickname is fucking Mr. Apathy because I'm old and I did all my time and what have you. But I'm very civically and community minded and what's happening in real life. And I'm just like, wow.
Willie, do you hold Brett responsible for any of that since he lived there for a while?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Brett uh, added. I don't think he contributed to the detraction of whether it be Maine or Massachusetts or Robert Island, because Brett lived in Rhode Island one time too.
Do you?
Here, the issue is poverty. So the parents can't afford to take time to be a part of their kids' educations. Like, I go to, they call them, they used to call it PTA, right? But now they call it PAC, Parent Action Committee.
Oh,
And I went to a meeting and there were like 3 parents there for the whole school. Like, the parents just don't have the time, energy, and money to put into their kids' educations, and half of them aren't well educated themselves, so they can't even like help them with their homework.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole nation realized that when the damn pandemic came into, and all the parents are like, we don't know how to help. We don't know how to help you. You need your teachers.
But yeah, for a lot of parents, I fell in love with homeschooling during that. Again, I had homeschooled my older ones some, and I fell in love with homeschooling again during that, and I kept my kids an additional 3 years in homeschool.
Right, yeah.
Did that save you money?
No.
Did you have to pay to get their grades somehow in the system to show that they were being
No. Okay,
no
so
fee at all?
you just sign yourself up as a homeschool through the state, and you just submit your stuff.
Nice.
That's all free. The money comes in where they, like in other states, if your kids were eligible for public schools and you do homeschooling, they'll send you a check of money that you can use to buy supplies and stuff, books and stuff. Arizona's really good about it.
I don't
But
even
here in
think
New
we give
Mexico, they don't
teachers
help you at
that.
all. So I had to buy all the curriculum, and
I would have been the absolute worst homeschooling parent teacher ever, because I'd be like, why are you putting that in your mouth? We're not eating right now. We're learning. Oh, you want to take a break? Yeah, here's the vacuum. Here's a mop. Here's the dust. Here's the pledge and some dust. I would.
well,
be
see,
so
that was
terrible.
part of the homeschooling. See, that's what I
Right.
loved about homeschooling, is I was able to incorporate real
Responsibility of the
learning.
household. Right.
Well, real learning and responsibility and self-care and all of that.
Right.
And we focused mostly on like critical thinking.
Yeah.
Like that was my main focus, because I knew eventually they were going to want to go back to public schools for the social.
Right.
And before I sent them back into those indoctrination centers, I wanted to be sure they had good critical thinking skills to separate out,
Right.
the wheat from the chaff.
That is so awesome. Yeah.
And how'd they do then once you put them back in the system? Thriving?
Yeah.
Nice.
My older one is doing color guard now in high school, and she's really loving school. And then the younger one is gifted. So she's 7th grade starting algebra this year. And
Wow.
That's great.
yeah, no, my girls are awesome. All of my kids are pretty smart, but they're all also ASD. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't.
Autism spectrum disorder. 4 out of my 5 kids have diagnosis, and my oldest never got diagnosed because my husband wouldn't let me take him in, but he's probably would have a diagnosis had we taken him.
Doesn't every one of us have a touch?
I mean, it is a spectrum, but I have kids on the gifted side of it, like they don't get social cues, and they're not good at controlling their volume, and they're fidgety, but
so you have your very own
advanced.
Yeah, you have your very own Bubs.
None of mine are like Bubs.
I'm only kidding. We love Bubs. I gotta.
Bubs is great, but none of mine are like Bubs. But they're also young, so things will change. My oldest is almost 30, and he's
And by the way,
kind of like Bubs.
Yesterday was happy 48th birthday to Bubs.
Wow.
Yeah. So now him and Zach, their birthdays are transcribed. So Bubs is actually 84. He's 48 going on 84, and Zad I think is 56 going on 65.
Do you want to see my hair? I haven't seen it yet, but I'll take it down so you can see.
Oh my god!
Oh, I
almost
thought
said
you got
next
dye
thing
on
was
it, but
their
I
hair
wasn't
to do.
sure.
Yep.
Oh wow,
When-
it's blue. Oh,
and
sorry
once
guys.
once you got your clothes and your shoes as a girl, the next thing you did was, what is my hair going to look like that first day of school?
Right?
Uh huh.
I
What
can't
about
wait.
you, Willie?
I can't wait until Zad turns 59 because then he's going to be legit 95 years old.
I'm
Oh
pretty
shit!
sure I'm only going to make it to 58.
Come on. That's crazy talk. What was that last question to me, Hansel?
I don't know, man. That Debbie Downer statement just kind of threw me for a loop there. I don't know. We must address this. That please come up so we can see your face. All right. How do you know you're not going to make it to 58? And you just had a birthday, so we've got 300 and what, 60 days? What?
Oh, that's right. You turned 57. Speak up. Speak up, Zad.
What? What do you want me to say?
You have a magic ball of premonition. How do you third eye? Are you going to manifest it?
A lot of people just drop dead face down in their cereal when they're 58. So I just assume. I mean, it's a magic number. If you make it past 58, you'll live forever. But
All right. All right.
A lot of
And
people die face down in their cereal.
yeah.
Shout out, serial killer.
And the thing is, I just bought Captain Crunch peanut butter flavor because
Oh my
Silver and a
God.
bunch of people said it was the best one. So
Have you tried it yet?
not yet, no.
I can't stand Captain Crunch. It tears up the inside of my mouth.
Yeah,
You gotta let it soak
I
a little bit
remember
longer.
that. I remember
Right.
doing that when I was a little kid.
Soggy
No.
cereal, yuck.
Don't
So-
eat cereal. Eat oatmeal. Eat oatmeal with fresh vegetables and fresh fruit.
Grits.
That would be
Grits.
more comfortable for your face to land in when you die face down in your breakfast.
That's right.
I don't know. When my husband died in the bathroom, I did all kinds of weird deep dives into how people die, and that's actually one of the most common places for people to die is in the bathroom.
Not
Shout out
in the
to
bowl of
listeners.
cereal.
Well, that's where you do like all the straining that affects your heart, you know.
Well, he was about to have a bath. He stroked out. It was different, but yes, most of them that die in the bathroom die on the toilet.
Because they're trying to squeeze one out real hard and it's not coming, and then
They get
their heart-
aneurysms.
Yeah, and then their head explodes.
Actually, one of the most common ways people die in the bathroom is it's alcoholics. They'll go and they'll use the bathroom, they'll have a seizure, and they hit their heads on the sink or the tub.
What about the alcoholics that will leave their home and go rent the hotel and strip down naked because the blood alcohol is making them sweat, right? At this point, and 3 days later, housekeeping finds them dead on the bed. Do you know the statistics on that, Nikki?
I don't. I just looked up the stuff about bathrooms because my husband died in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's more often than you would think. It's weird.
I tell you
know-
what. Go ahead, Nick.
I know when I managed an apartment complex once, we had a lady who was a shut-in, and it was like 5 days before we realized, and it was the smell that let us know, and there was bits of her everywhere in that place.
Ooh,
Oh.
bits.
Like exploded from the heat.
Oh. Uh-huh.
I tell you, the closest I've come to death is almost slipping while taking a shower.
I thought you were going to say on the shitter, Willie.
No.
What happened in the bathtub?
Just, you lose your footing for a second. And,
Yeah.
And same thing walking around outside. I took that terrible fall in February, and that's the worst thing if you're over 65, man. You fall, and it's like, holy shit.
I know.
I'm not even 50 yet, and I get scared of falling.
Right. Same way, Nikki. I was the same way. Yep.
Yeah, I'm already afraid of falling so bad because when I have fallen, oh my God, it's not like
And
when you were younger and you just get up.
Yep. And I got to tell you, don't ever forget the rule of 3.
What?
Out of your 4 extremities, 3 have to be on something solid at all times. So put down the phone because this standing on a ladder with 1 foot on the ladder, 1 foot in the air, one hand on the ladder and reaching out. Nope, that's two. You've got to have three. And that's what keeps you upright and from falling down and such. Put the phone down if you have to. Put it in your pocket. And like I said, I use a cane. I don't use it all the time. I've carried a cane and a walking stick with me for decades because I have it as an emergency weapon. If a coyote comes up and I want to smack it upside the head, I use it as protection, and it's always been helpful.
I've had a cane for years. I don't use it all the time either, but there are times when my sciatic is acting up and I know that I'm just going to take a step and my leg's not going to move. So
right
after
my left leg gave out on me a half a dozen times over the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's my left leg too. It just like I'll go to take a step and I think I'm stepping and my leg stays behind me and I go flat on my fucking face. And it's happened enough times that I just keep a cane. Because I know I can feel it when it's gonna happen, but I don't know when it actually happens. Like my brain isn't aware that my leg didn't move.
Now, I had to have some physical therapy not too long ago, and he told me to do the standing on your heels and make sure you're, like Willie says, hanging on to something, but you need to start strengthening that area, stand on your heels, and then eventually walk on your heels across the room and stuff like that. And it literally helped it wasn't my leg, it was just my foot was kind of not flopping like the right one was when I was walking. I could hear it, I could see it, and yeah.
Right. I was so fortunate to have all that safety drilled into me for decades in the hazardous waste industry and what have you, in construction. And so fortunate.
Well, I have a lot of spinal damage. I
do too.
I've had 28 automobile accidents that I was driving in. 4 of them were my fault. But I've been rear-ended so many fucking times. And you know what people tell me every single fucking time? I didn't see you.
Yeah.
How many times have you been rear-ended?
Well, Nikki,
I've been rear-ended 18 times.
Damn.
Nikki, it wouldn't doubt me that you're part alien and you just disappear. You and your whole vehicle disappear and then reappear. So.
Well, I do have this practice skill of being invisible. My partner didn't believe me because I'm a very vocal person. Once I get to know you, I'm very personable. But he learned it going shopping with me. He does not go far from me because he watched so many people bump into me with shopping carts and be like, "Oh no, I didn't see you there." Or like we used to go to the casino for music shows. And I'd be waiting in line and he'd like go to the bathroom and he'd come back and see people just walking past me getting in line like I wasn't even there. Like just cutting right in front of me in line like I wasn't even there. But I had a really, really physically abusive mother. I got locked in closets and beat a lot. And so you learn to kind of be invisible. I had to do a lot of PTS therapy to stop being an invisible person all the time.
Right.
And actually, since I did it, I haven't been hit once in my car.
Nice. That's a beautiful thing.
Can we get back to how Zat knows when and how he's going to die?
First of all, I have to apologize. I called him 56/65. He's 57/75, which is more appropriate.
Oh.
Yeah. So my apologies, Zat. I fixed that.
Zato, did you go see a seer and they gave you your cause of death or what?
No, I just feel it, man.
He feels it in his bones.
No, there's more to this.
There is, but I'm very proud of Zach. He's being a good man. He's doing the tough work. He's doing good.
What's the tough
I mean, at
work?
least some people take care of their mothers when they're older, right? I hope at least one of my kids does it for me. With 5 kids, I would hope at least one of them is there when I'm like his
I
mom.
gotta tell you, I got my 3 sons and I got goose egg. It's just me, myself, and I.
I fully expect the same thing. My kids are great and all, but these days you can barely take care of yourself in this economy.
And
it's
sadly,
only
they're all in their lower to middle, upper 30s, and they're still breastfeeding. So that has something to do with it too. So,
Okay.
My partner has kids,
Apple didn't
adult
fall far
kids like
from the
that.
tree.
They only call him when they want money.
Right.
Ah.
And
Can,
we're not wealthy either, but whenever they're financially in dire straits, that's when they call him. They rarely send him Happy Father's Day or Merry Christmas or anything like that. They don't bring the grandkids around. But as soon as they can't make their house payment or car payment, they're calling him, or they need something co-signed because their mom has fucked credit.
Yeah. Yeah. I solved that. I solved that by becoming unbelievably poor from 2015 to 2020 and onwards, and now I'm just barely getting by, making ends meet. And the funny thing is, and they'll call up and they'll be like, they'll have their tales of woe, and I'll be like, oh, I haven't had a vehicle for the last 3 months, so you're gonna cry to an echo chamber here? You want me to just give it back to you? And my house is falling down upon me. My body's falling apart around me. What do you want to have a competition? I bet you I win.
Has
I don't
anybody
know.
heard, speaking of cars, you gave a car to Hippie. Has anybody heard from Hippie lately?
Not lately. Hustle had asked a little while ago. I know he's been hustling like crazy.
I saw him a couple days ago at Crafty's briefly.
Yeah. But how's he doing? Good.
He seemed okay.
There you go. Good. Good.
Well, I know they were falling behind while he was
Right.
out with that heart surgery and stuff,
Right.
so
I
he's
think
probably
he's just been
busting hump on that
he's just
DoorDash or
been
whatever.
nose to the grindstone, going to town and just getting it back and all that. And plus,
Can,
I think they. Go ahead, Hustle.
no, go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, you mentioned the economy a couple times. Can I ask you guys, are you seeing a difference at the grocery store? Is everything costing you a lot
Oh,
more? And
absolutely, positively, everything, everywhere. It's not just groceries. It's whatever comes in all those Connex boxes from China. Everything in our house,
yes.
every houseware, don't get me started on that shit.
Yeah. But there's three of us that are like single on the panel, and then Nikki's got a family. Nikki, what have you seen on the cash register? Can you?
So my grocery budget up until about 2020-ish, 2021-ish was about $700 a month. My grocery budget now is closer to 1,500.
Wow.
Yep.
And is it the milk and the eggs? Where are you getting hit the hardest?
We have chickens, so I don't buy eggs usually, except for during the heart of winter when they don't lay. Mostly the bulk of it is meat costs are high and produce. Well, see, we don't eat a lot of processed foods. So, I mean, part of my expense in groceries is my pickiness about it. We get, if I typically try to buy my beef from the rancher, which is not cheap. But if I'm short and I have to get that at the store, that's going to be grass fed for me. Like I don't. So part of it is because of what I choose to feed my family. Like,
Right.
but even like flour, even like say I keep basic stuff in the house, flour, rice, beans, even those things. Like I used to be able to get a 20-pound bag of beans to fill a couple jars for beans for the month, and it cost me $5 and it's $12 now.
Wow.
My flour, dude. I used to pick up a 25-pound bag of generic flour for like $7.89, and it's $22, $23 now. Sugar, just the basic stuff. And this isn't even like buying pre-made bread and shit. This is me making my own. Lard. I used to get a tub of lard, a gallon tub of lard, or half-gallon tub of lard for average about less than $10, and it's like 17 now.
Right.
Like
I mean, I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. First of all, I don't bake and cook at home, so to speak. I'm just the same. I could, if Survivor did a series tomorrow where you have to eat the same thing twice a day for the next 90 days, I would win that hands down. I pretty much 5 days out of 7, I have oatmeal in the morning. I have a bunch of fresh fruit in it, which costs fucking exorbitantly expensive. And then at night, it's always a salad. And I buy the deli ends. They wrap the deli ends up and throw them in the.
Yep.
Yep. and I buy the deli ends, and I just put little chunks of whatever the deli end. It's always a mystery meat. It's either turkey or chicken or salami or whatever, and I chop that up, cut it up, and put it in the salad, and that's all the meat I get. And
Yep.
yeah,
What about you, Zach? How's your grocery bill been, or is it Uber or
Zach
delivery?
goes to the market. Zach goes to the market every single day, and we know everything that he's eaten for the last friggin' 972 days.
He's got to be close to one, and I remember those days. It was great because whatever you hungered for, you had it in 5 minutes in your kitchen.
Yeah, I'm only 3 miles from the market, and it's locally owned. There's 7 or 8 of them in Rhode Island. They're called Dave's Market, and they're like a Trader Joe's though, so it's expensive. But I insist on giving it to quote unquote all that money's going to local Rhode Islanders and New Englanders.
Well, and understand my grocery bill too. There are 6 people living here, 3 adult men, myself, and 2 teenage girls. So it's when you break that down, I say about 1,500 between 6 people. That's only a few $100s a month.
Hey, Neo.
Hey,
Do you know
Neo,
what I
you
mean?
still have daylight. What the heck?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Neo!
I left
It's
the light.
live.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I got your message, man. I was just freaking chilling. I freaking didn't see it. Sorry.
Yeah. We're just sitting here bitching and moaning about the price of everything, inflation. And the other night, Neo was here, Nikki, and we bitched and moaned about health care. And thank God he's a veteran because he gets that VA health care, which is better than anything. So thank you for your service again, sir.
I don't think you're at any time.
You've been losing weight, Neo.
Yeah, I hope so.
It shows. Looking good.
Yeah, and I get really panicky when I get above 150. I kind of like, so I stop eating. Yeah,
I get panicky when I get around 275, 280. Unfortunately, I'm like 30, 40 pounds below that right now. I'm working on getting a little slim and svelte. If it wasn't for my recent medical malady, I would be pounding the pavement every day.
You like that video, eh? That was pretty cool.
Oh my God, dude. I did my very first intro with it this morning. I opened the show with it. I learned how to do that. You taught me the other night, right? And yeah.
Pretty dope.
And then I did another one because I said we need to do one with the daylight hours. And yeah, just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It was fun, man. I got the drone to roll, and I thought, wow, man. And I had my hand on the camera button, and it makes it look like it's kind of slow, but it wasn't. It was very fast of a roll, because you can't put the drone upside down.
If anybody wants to watch some cool drone footage and you know the guy that's the operator, the captain, the pilot of it, go to Neo's channel, and it is just amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
I was kind of taken in when I saw the freaking downloaded images of it, how it all came out. It was having a little problem keeping focus because I was really pushing the drone, hard.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was a good flight. Good flight.
And that's an airline light on the top of the Tacoma Dome that you were showing that's wicked bright when you get close to it, right? Yeah. Very cool.
There's also right down in that little fucking tie flat area right down there is one of those ice detention facilities. So it's got a TFR, so I can't, when I'm flying in that mode, I was in a different screen because like when I'm in the goggles, I lose freaking depth a little bit, so I can end up getting a little too close to that, and that's it.
Absolutely.
But it was cool. I'm glad you liked it, man. It was pretty fucking cool.
Oh, I love it. I love that kind of stuff. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wish I'd have been like high on shrooms or something when I freaking see it.
Right? I've never tripped. I ingested a fuck ton of fucking hazardous chemicals, so I guess I did, career-wise and industrially, but I've never recreationally done that. So I'm interested in it. That's for sure.
I like my microdosing for my neuropathy. It is like the best thing I have found for my neuropathy. Like I said, with all those accidents, my C-spine is, no, like,
Yeah, my spine is so fucked. Just
I've got,
natural. Yeah.
and my
I'm
neck is just screwed. So I microdose, like 2 weeks out of the month every month. And
yeah.
in doing that, my sciatic acts up maybe a third as much as it used to.
Am I missing something?
You know, I can really walk. I just play a paralyzed guy on YouTube. You know that.
Well, then give Dan your wheelchair because he's he's stuck behind a desk with no wheels.
I got like 6 of them. You can have any one of them.
Oh my goodness. Too funny.
How you doing today, by the way, Willie?
Not bad, not bad.
Still hot over there?
Yeah, it's starting to break though. It's starting to the oppressive humidities is starting to break, and I think
Same.
I'll have the air conditioner off for the next week or two. But I'm sure there's going to be another heat event, I'm sure, before fall comes.
Yeah, it's same here today. It was only in the low 80s.
Yeah, right.
Well, thanks.
Well, I have a condition called hyperhidrosis, which means I have very, very, very active sweat glands. So when it comes to heat, I'm just constantly taking a natural shower all day long. I am just, and boy, you put the combination when I drank Friday night, that just made me like a fucking lawn sprinkler. I was just drenched, and of course it was probably 95 degrees in the house here, so that was funny.
Yeah, alcohol, yeah, a little bit,
yeah. Very sporadic for me. It's like 4 times, 4, 5, absolute max 6 times a year is all you're going to see me getting fucked up on some drinks. And it's fun. I like it. I'm the happiest drunk on the planet.
Oh, absolutely. You're fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, and very sporadic, and just I love nothing than a happy. I love being with another happy drunk and just having fun and laughing and being silly and goofing. And so, Nikki, we didn't get to put you into the survey. The title was Sunday Evening, Chill and Wind Down. And if you see the way I spelled wind down, that should be a jazz band name, shouldn't it? Attempting to keep the scary Mondays at bay. I used to have panic attacks starting at like 5 p.m. on Sunday, would carry until 1 a.m. I'd sleep for 2 hours and then get up at 3 and start working the truck, getting the construction tools together and what have you. And I'd be in the home office. I used to hate Sunday nights like crazy.
Yeah, I got an insurance inspector coming tomorrow, man. I ain't happy about that.
Yeah. You ready for him? Pretty much.
And I got a whole fucking grow operation set up, ready to go, man. Who wouldn't say I'm going to say, oh, well, geez.
Don't go in that room. Don't go in that room.
Most of my days are the same, Willie, for the last decade. So, or is it Billy now?
Yeah, well, I'm Billy in real life, and I changed my name to Billy on YouTube, so you can call me Billy. Because I started to get confused with that Brooklyn fella, and I went, nope, I'm out. So there is no more W's, and there's no V's and there's no W's. It's only B's, and not this buzz bees. It's just a B for Billy.
My second husband died 15 years ago. And since he died, I've only worked sporadically in that time. So every day is essentially the same for me. I just hate shopping days. And I had one today. So I already had my Monday, so to speak.
Yeah. And what a unique experience I had the other day. I went to the DMV. I went to the Department of Motor Vehicles. And hang on a second. We got company. Hello. Well, is that? Oh, that's real Dose. What up, Dose? Hi, Dose.
Fuck you, Neo, you little bitch.
What the fuck? Neo, Did those words hurt you at all?
No, it actually made me feel kind of special, man. You know.
Right? You got a giant shit-eating grin on your face. I love it. Thank you very much, Real Dose. You're the best. Can I get one next? Can I get one next? Come on back. Give me one. Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah, I do. I live for those moments.
So getting back to the DMV, the DMV, my experience in the DMV was every category of life. You know, you can see some people who, like, by the way they're dressed, they're rather well off and what have you, maybe a little affluent, have money, and other people don't, just T-shirts and tank tops and flip-flops and what have you. Heat of the summer, everybody's done. It was like everybody was in church at a funeral. Everybody was well behaved. There was no ringing going off, no YouTube videos, this, that, and the other. The only hard part about the DMV was the drive there and the drive back, Nikki. It was all road rages and people beeping the horn behind me to drive faster and turn my blinker harder and turn right harder and turn left quicker and fucking crazy. It was wild.
All right, man. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Zed, thanks for hanging with us, man.
Enjoy your trip to the market tomorrow.
Love you, Zeno.
And Nikki, I have to tell you something. And I tend to try and... Bye, Zach, is right. I tend to try and... Although this is entertainment land, YouTube is. It's where we all have fun together and what have you and whatever. But I tend to try and take some of my own rules here. And I laid down a rule with mostly with my crotch fruit semen demon offsprings about 10 years ago. I said, we're not going to say the word, we're not going to say the L word anymore. And I said, this is hard for me to say it to you, but love is actions. Love is not a word. So we don't use, and I got to tell you, it took the better part of a decade, but it's coming back. Because Junior just helped me out by coming up, and he looked at me one time and he goes, can I say I love you? Because I really love you. And I'm like, dude, bring it in. And we gave each other a big hug and what have you. So I'm really, you can tell I'm a very loving person, and I have a lot of love in my heart and everything. But so yeah, that's a tough one for me.
So I have lost 4 brothers, both my parents, 2 husbands, and a slew of other really close friends. And I never know when I'm not going to see someone again. So for me, if I love someone, I want to be sure that as I part with them, that I give them a blessing of, usually I tell everybody to be safe and I love you. Right. And give them a blessing of safety and let them know that they're carrying my love with them as they go, because there's been too many times where it was the last time I saw somebody.
Yeah.
And
See, I have a cure. I have a cure for that. When you're Irish Catholic, in my case, in the Boston area, I was raised and I was drugged and dragged to like probably 10 wakes in funeral homes a week from the time I was 3 to the time I was 15. So death became like breathing or taking a shower or going for a walk in the woods. It just became so normal, you know? So I always have the best time I can have with somebody, but I'm never, I guess that's the cold part of the Irish, you know? So like standoffish and that.
You know, I try to be that way too with people on YouTube, man, because like there's a lot of people on YouTube that are dropping like flies, you know. It's the same thing, you know. I don't try to leave somebody with a bad word because, like, you know, I might be the last time I see you. Some people I've known for a long time on YouTube, and it breaks my heart.
Right. Yeah, I got 10 years invested with that Brettleman guy.
I've known you for a bit, you know, you've been a long time friend, you know, and we talk even offline, you know, and stuff. Dude, you know, like we're buddies, you know, me and Hippie and stuff, you know, we're all pretty tight guys, you know.
And it was, it was just personally for me, the L word became just so used like hi and goodbye. It just
Well,
became cheap.
Yeah.
Zato just did a stream saying that that love is the word love is overused, and I tried to go in his chat, but YouTube wouldn't let me say it, and I didn't have time to go on panel when he was doing it. But tried to say in his chat, okay, I won't tell you I love you anymore. I'll just tell you fuck you.
Yeah.
Instead, and you'll know when I tell you fuck you that I mean I love you.
Right? There you go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I don't tell people on YouTube I love them. No, I don't. Yeah.
There's some people out here who I really do care about. It's not everybody, but there are some people out here who I actually care about, and like if Den showed up at my house today, he'd be welcomed in. If Willie showed up at my house today, he'd be welcomed in.
Same.
If fucking Neo or Hippie or Zach showed up at my house today, they'd be welcomed in. Like these are
Don't
just
forget
people
Beth.
who...
You can't leave your girl Beth Mayhew off the list, right?
Actually, Beth and I were just talking about she's going to be doing some traveling soon, and she's going to be passing through the state, and she wants me to go thrifting with her here.
Nice. That's awesome. What did I do?
Well, you guys are so far away. Everybody's so
Oh
far
my
away from me. Where I live is like I might as well live in another country.
Yeah, we do, but pretty remote, don't we, Willie?
Yeah, you're like me. You're over on this end of the country. They're way the fuck over there.
Yeah, they're up. Yeah, me and Willie are up on the same line.
Yeah. Yikes.
But you're still quite a ways away from me. Like I was talking to my buddy from the UK the other day, and he was talking about traveling across country to go to this theme park, and he told me how miles he was traveling, and I was like, well, shit, I drive that all the time just to go across the state to visit the in-law.
That's why I tease them, because I'm a UK in the UK community. I tease them a lot. I'm going because they got a lot of bad temper over there, and I'm like, I'm glad I can see why you guys don't have guns because you all live on a fucking island, right? What's only a few 100 miles across, you'd end up finding each other and freaking doorstepping people, right? In America, to go from Canadian border to the Mexican border is 2 times as large as the whole United Kingdom, So, like you just said in context, if we drive like that, around miles a day down there.
Yeah, New Mexico is a huge state, so you could literally fit the UK into New Mexico.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, good.
You can like literally just like plop the UK right down on New Mexico, and there'd be edges of New Mexico still sticking out.
Yeah. Now, could you imagine arming a bunch of people, drunken, fucking crazy motherfuckers, with guns, like putting them all in a space like that?
I don't have to imagine that. I live there. Have you ever watched the news about Albuquerque or Las Cruces?
They have it bad over there as it is without.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Like 90% of the police videos you see anymore are New Mexico. Like Albuquerque and Las Cruces are horrible. Like just today, there were 3 people shot in Albuquerque.
Is that all?
Well, no, we're not talking about like the ghetto shootings. They don't put those ones in the news. We're talking about just average citizens, road rage kind of shit. They don't put the gang violence on the news here anymore because there's just too fucking much of it.
That happens like 3 times an hour where I live. Gang, fucking 3 people die probably every hour here from shootings. It's just crazy.
Yeah, the gang ones, they don't, that stuff they don't put the homeless people who die constantly. It's just if somebody they didn't expect to get shot gets shot,
Yeah. It's somebody who's got freaking ties and money and it's in the news,
Well, they don't have to have ties and money here. They just have to not be gang related or homeless. Because yeah, nobody's got much money here. Even the people with money are the lower end of money people.
I just was listening to like a whole week's worth of news stories about what's been going on in New Mexico and Texas with the TFRs, where they've been using freaking directed energy weapons. They closed all of freaking the San Antonio, whatever the fuck it was, International El Paso, whatever the fuck's airport, closed it down. They ended up shooting down a medevac plane by accident, killed all 4 people on board.
Yeah, that was here in New Mexico.
Yeah, it was. It was a direct. It came from White Sands, man. They fucking used it
Came directly from White Sands. They even said it.
Thicker, what they ain't telling you, the backstory is the reason why they were doing this. They said were tests. They weren't. It was like they were using directed energy weapons to knock down. You can believe this or not, but to knock down UAPs, and they tried to say that they were cartel drones they were shooting at. But why would you use that kind of a weapon to shoot down a drone, man? You don't need it. You know, it's an overkill. You just, why would you do that? You know, when it puts too much of air traffic at risk, you know, and so, and then the rest of the story is that they actually shot down 2 UAPs of, I'm not saying of what type, but they did physically in New Mexico shot them fuckers down, Nikki. So you can look all that up. It's
Oh yeah, Neo, you need to look up is what they're doing because of what they did at White Sands with the nuclear testing. What they do to us here, like almost everybody I know has had cancer. I've had it twice. My mom, it was her third time with it that she died. But look up what they're doing with. They drop, you know, people talk about like the chemtrails. Well, here in New Mexico, it's even recorded and it got released right around the time of the Panama Papers. They drop this stuff from the planes and it pushes the radiation back down so that it doesn't spread to the rest of the country. It's like a chemical, and it's meant to hold the radiation here from doing that nuclear testing.
Well, here's some of the story to that too. There's a thing called the downwinders, you know, and there were over 900 nuclear bombs dropped by Americans on their own soil.
Yeah, I'm a member of like 9 downwinders groups, because I live in New Mexico my whole life.
Back in the history, remember back in the day when they used to shoot all those like Roman movies and stuff back in the day, and there was like big Roman armies fighting against this guy, you know, they were shot down in New Mexico in those states where you're talking about.
Yeah, I've been in 3 movies, Neo, because of how much
John Wayne
done here.
And John Wayne and a lot of those stars and actors that died of cancer were, like you just said, died as a result of all that. And so that's very well documented.
Yeah, I know a lot of the actors who have been here ended up with cancer. Like I was in
they did.
I was in Young Guns as an extra. I was in All the Pretty Horses, and I was in Speechless as an extra. And they used to pay us for our cars because my dad and my uncle fixed up old cars. They'd pay us a bunch of money to rent our cars for the day to set them up for the movies.
Yeah. I'm a physicist, you know, so I know a lot about the history of the, you know, all of that.
Yeah, the shit they've done here in New Mexico. I remember when I was a kid, we thought we were seeing UFOs, and everybody was freaking out. And then it came out with the stealth bombers, and we were like, oh shit, we've been watching those fly over our heads for a decade. We thought they were UFOs because they're like triangle shaped and the lights underneath, like they totally look like what is described as spaceships. And then the sonic boom they would leave.
The thing about that directed energy weapon, there was this guy who was a whistleblower. His name was Jake Roberts, I think. He was one of the helicopter pilots that went out and recovered some of these UAPs that crashed. Well, him and his group had started an agency that were using all kinds of stuff. They call it a dog whistle, where there's a way where they can communicate with whatever the fuck you want to call them. But they call, and when they took this project, and the TFR government went in just in the past couple months and took these guys under control and freaking basically now they're running the program covertly, and that's why they think that they're using these directed weapons. It's because they're coaxing in whatever they think these UAPs are, and they're trying to shoot them down. So, and my fucking fear is that what are you going to do if you knock down an alien? You want to go to war with the fucking universe? I really don't think you want to do that. You know? But,
Yeah, see, this is all like so like common knowledge where I'm from. Like the visitations, the chemical warfare that they've been using on us. I remember, so hantavirus back in the day, hantavirus first started being recorded like in the 30s, but it was really rare and it was kind of like pretty intense. It would kill the people who got it pretty quickly. And they were doing before it got outlawed because of this, they were doing those viral what is it called, the viral warfare studies at Los Alamos, and they had a fire out there that nearly burned the place. And a couple of things were discovered. First, they let some mice out, and I lost a couple friends to hantavirus that was more severe than any that had ever been seen because they were fucking with it at Los Alamos. That's when they outlawed doing it here, and we moved all the labs to Wuhan. And then the other thing that they figured out was they had so much fucking nuclear waste out there that they don't even know where it's all buried. Like they went to, like, they wanted to move shit because of the fire, and they couldn't because they had no fucking idea where any of it is. It's just buried out there.
know where it is. I used to work there. It's buried at Hanford Nuclear Reservation in Eastern Washington. That's where it all goes. That's one of the biggest nuclear waste sites in the country, probably the world, actually, almost. You know,
I don't know. We have a lot of it here that before they started transporting it to be stored properly, they were just fucking burying it in the desert behind Los Alamos out on the mesa.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you are very low. Yeah. But yeah, I think your phone was crackling. Yeah, we can hear you, Willie. Can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear you.
We've lost the host, you guys.
I can barely hear him.
I heard something crackling when he was messing with it. Oh, his earphone.
Volume turned down, Willie?
He can't hear us. I'll type in the chat and see, in the private chat, and see if he.
Is he on an iPhone?
Now I hear
You hear us now?
I didn't know my other headphones died, and I didn't know that these ones connected. Huh?
Yep.
Uh-oh. I got a delay. What
You
the
gotta
fuck?
open something open.
Maybe he accidentally paused us? No, that one makes sense, right?
I got nothing open.
Are you watching us through StreamYards, Willie, or through YouTube?
I wouldn't know how to pause you, would I?
In YouTube, if you're watching from there, but that wouldn't make any sense now, would it? Well, who would think of that?
Then you go into your settings and click on audio and see what mic you have selected. Oh, I heard that. That is a delay.
Hold on. Wow. I just kicked. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yes, we hear you.
I just came over to YouTube and opened up YouTube because it was closed. It wasn't even. Wow.
Willie, blink twice if you're okay.
I got a fucking delay. I'm hearing myself fucking a couple seconds later. The whole sentence is coming.
Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, fuck, yeah.
What happened?
Well, if you go in this, I don't know if this happened, but if you click on the cogwheel, you go to audio. and then you should see a drop-down box for your microphone and one for your speakers.
Okay.
Make sure you got the right choice for your microphone and your speakers. And then you should check your volume down at the bottom to make sure it's up. And that would probably be all you could do. That's what I think of.
Yeah. See, can you hear me?
Yeah, the better, yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah.
When the other Bluetooth headphones, the other Bluetooth headphones came up on the menu, but these ones are not coming up on the menu.
That happens.
That's fucked up.
Well, you have to pair them, right? Don't you have to pair it to it?
I'm going to shut these down if I can. Yeah, I can. Yeah, they were already, 1 second. What are these? The Fisher or the BTS? I can't remember. I think it's this one. Device. Connect. What the fuck?
Computer. Oh, wait, that's on, please.
All right, would not respond. So, all right, can we do a disconnect? No, what the fuck? Fucking asshole. Now it won't let me disconnect from them. I want to disconnect it, just go with. What the fuck?
Can you just turn them off, sir?
I could try, yeah, but I don't even know which button it is. Let me try this. I'll just go plug it back in again. That should make them stop.
Ah, that might have been the crunchy noise we heard earlier. Him putting his other earbuds down, I mean.
Yeah. Oh. That was a shifting sound.
Fuck you, fucking Bluetooth bullshit. Damn.
I can actually hear you good now.
Let's get this fucking shit disconnected here. What good is having a Bluetooth device's whole page, menu, etc.? When I click on it to disconnect, it won't give me the option to disconnect. What the fuck? Over. So should I do default or built-in audio analog? I tried both. Try everything here.
I don't know. I can hear him okay. I don't know about you guys, but I hear him.
Yeah, I could hear him fine.
I don't have my studio hooked up right now. I took my studio down.
Suckers.
But he can't hear
Irish
us.
Fox. Marty Walsh, you started all this shit. Marty Walsh, you better get this fucking kid some weed.
We need Tonic to make a little Marty Walsh song.
Blinking. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us, WillAY?
Nothing?
I can hear him.
That's up all the way. Wow.
Can you hear me, Willie? Over.
This is fucked up. Hang on. Back to audio here. Wow.
Shit, I gotta do that.
What?
What?
Okay. How about this here? What do you do? Nothing?
Yeah, I hear you. Or to Willie. Come in, Willie.
Nothing.
There's that. Can you hear him, guys? Ladies, guys?
Where were we? Here we are here. Here we are here. Here we are here. What the fuck? Oh. Use this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute now. Hold on a minute now.
Oh, sorry, guys. Didn't realize my mic was open. Willie, can you hear me? Could somebody in the chat tell Willie to read back chat? I think he needs to pair it. Okay, he might be. There you go. Willie.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear us?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to. Oh, is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good. All right.
Yay, we can all hear each other.
Yeah, now I'm on the phone. I'm just setting now the laptop, the $350 laptop is just a phone stand now. Whoa. I'm calling live support on StreamYard because I put the phone up against the fucking stupid thing. And I can't get rid of the other one. How do you, when somebody's in the basement, I took myself off the stage. How do I boot myself out of the basement?
Just kick yourself just like you do anybody else.
I've never kicked anybody. You got to teach me for the first time how to do it.
Okay, you go back there and you'll see where, when you highlight where they are.
Yeah.
In the middle, they'll say remove and just remove them.
No, all it says is add to stage.
Okay, well then go to the little 3 drop down box on the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll say delete or kick from stream.
All it says is here's the menu: edit name, edit avatar, visual effects, edit mic settings, and stop mic and camera. That's weird.
Does he need to add it to the screen first before he can drop it?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah.
Be able to just kick it out of the stream. You know, and you can kick yourself. So I mean that can
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you should be able to.
That's kind of odd because usually when you hit the dots, so it even says on Mickey's and mine 3 dots. I'm sure when you click on it, you see the option.
Well, he's got one system, one device pulled up and another device. I usually go back to the other device and exit out of it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Dude, this shit is fucked up. Technologicalities, huh?
You're learning, Willie. You're doing just fine. Everybody
Yeah, but this Bluetooth, granted, I bought all my Bluetooth shit at Ocean State Job Lot. You know, it's probably all Temu China shit. So, but yeah, this is pretty funny.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm not fond of my Bluetooth earbuds.
For the most part, if you're gonna live stream, I recommend just buy yourself a set of cheap audio or studio headphones,
right?
And then just plug them into the audio. And it'll plug in for it, but right on your speakers. And that's the best thing, you know? But
I have some of those here somewhere. I have a headset that plugs into the side of the laptop. Yep.
Yeah. And if you've got like an auxiliary mic, like I've got it through Yeti, I don't have to plug in.
Right.
The headphones,
right.
Bottom of that, the studio.
Yeah, and plus I just talked to AC, told me either today or yesterday, he said go to Best Buy and just get a $30, you know, you can get a decent $30 Bluetooth headset and mic combination together and give that a shot. And if it doesn't work, you're only burning $30, which is, you know, not $300, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. but I got some killer feedback and echo on this fucking cell phone right now. And we cannot blame it on Zat.
I think it's your second app. Your other device. Did you go grab? So you had to switch devices, right?
Yeah.
So go back to the other device and make sure you've exited out of that.
Oh, right. You mean, and the laptop. Oh, yeah, completely.
Yeah, because you came in through your StreamYards here, so you're in control of it under
Yeah.
this, and so is that one. Or just mute it.
Now just leave site, right? I can just exit out on the laptop, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
You're not ending the show. You're simply exiting out.
Right.
And then actually you can refresh all of that shit and then try to come back in if you want to see if that fixed any of the issues. It might have.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Because once I just X'd that out and killed it, now it's automatically has no choice but to disconnect from those stupid Bluetooths that are over plugged in on the counter and still connected. Both of them.
Correct.
That's
right.
fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
In essence, you did to that other window you had open what Serial does to many people when it's their last day on Earth.
Right.
Oh, Serial, like Zed said.
I'm just a happy chap. Doesn't matter that none of that shit worked. I'm just happy.
It did. It worked. We just had to figure out what was causing it, and that's half the battle, man.
Right. And you know why I'm happy? I'm happy because you guys are here. I'm happy Neo and Nikki got to say hi to each other. That's very special, and that's awesome. And I just love when friggin' happy shit happens, you know?
Yeah.
And when you get right down to it, I mean, Neo is one of the most brutally honest yet brutally positive people on the planet, even though you might think that he's talking all kinds of negative shit. He's not. He's just real brutal honesty. That's all. But I get a lot of
makes you uncomfortable. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I get a lot of I don't know, motivation, what's the optimism from Neo, just the way he's fucking powering through and shit, you know? That
hard, man. I don't always power through it, man. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
no, I know, but still. And by the way, when you and Nikki were talking at the beginning, there has been like a drowning every other day in the New England area. People have to learn how to teach people to friggin' swim. My God, it is crazy. Absolutely.
I saw an article about some rafters where the rafters weren't even wearing life jackets and they drowned, or one was wearing a child and they were like 250 pounds, but wearing a child's life vest. Sorry, Nikki.
Right.
No, I'm just gonna head out, guys. My girls have had their showers, so now it's my turn.
Yep. Thanks
we
for
live on a
stopping
well,
by,
so low
Nikki.
water pressure.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you, Nikki. Take care.
Hey, all the best, Nikki, and thanks for blessing us with your presence.
It was
Do
so
appreciate it.
good to see you again, Neo, and you too, Hostel. Like I haven't seen you, either
Always.
of you in
I was
forever.
wondering, have we ever been on a panel? Yeah, we were with Miss Cat.
I was gonna say Miss Cat.
Yeah, we were
There
on
you
a
go.
panel there. Yep. I
Yeah.
think that was
Cat and
panel.
Crafty Cat, both.
Yeah, I remember those days trying to talk to her about Earl, huh?
Yeah, that was some crazy
Yep.
stuff. But I love you very much, Willie. Thank you for hosting.
Likewise.
And having me up. You guys have a wonderful time. And if you're still on when I get out, I might come back. But
All right.
I gotta watch
Right back
myself.
at you. All the best.
Take care.
She's an awesome human being.
You know, she didn't have to go. She could just put the camera in with it, right? Just saying.
But I got to tell you, I'm proud of my my son and my daughter-in-law, the brand new parents. Granted, I say brand new. She's 16 months now, maybe even 17 months. I don't know what day it is. But first of all, what a wild story. My almost 30-year-old son and his almost 30-year-old bride, she never learned how to ride a bicycle. What the fuck? I looked at her parents. I went, what the fuck? They went, hey, we were swimmers and tennis players. Sorry. You know?
No bicycles?
Yeah.
That was like a rite of passage as a kid that you finally got your own.
Right. Right. And so now I've been very proud. They are going on like 10, 11, 12 months that they've had this infant in swimming classes since she was like 4 months old. And it's private at a woman's house. And it's awesome. So I'm happy that that little one's learning how to swim, you know?
That's
I
why.
think it's important. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why somebody wouldn't know how to ride a bike, man. That's
Right?
wow.
I mean, the
That is-
saying, it's like riding a bike.
Right.
Sure, yeah. Folks, yeah, same thing.
They never knew
Yeah.
what that saying meant, man.
Oh, yeah. Erica is mentioning that, and Neo has one of the sweetest, cutest kitties ever. You got that right.
Yeah, he's hiding something around here. It's hot as fuck, man. He's trying to 2 degrees in my house, man.
I tell you, that always blows my mind, Hustle, when you saying goodbye to Nikki and you're like, oh, yeah, we're on with Miss Cat. And Nikki's like, yeah, Crafty Cat was there too. And talking about who the hell was Earl?
This was back in the day when any fan was around and Slow Burner and
I remember Slow Burner,
yeah, and there was some guy from Canada that was always dressed in the uniform in his basement and would tell us how prepared he was for that war that's coming. What was that guy's name?
fucking remember that guy. What the fuck is his name?
Yeah, I think he was an auditor. I believe the word audit might have been in his name.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I got to tell you guys, I feel like a young pup. You guys are legends, and I just love hearing these stories. It's wild.
Wild motherfucking man.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw people, a variety of people from that had their own channels on a panel having a great time as well as calling each other out and
Yeah.
yeah. And then somewhere along the line, everybody decided, well, we're just going to yell over each other. 6 people on a panel yelling at one another. And I thought that's so dumb.
I started live streaming with the growing operation, man, and it was like, you know how it is when you get a bunch of growers live streaming, it's a cat fight.
Right. Yeah.
My way's growing is better than yours, and it just fucking it's brutal, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you told me those stories in the past, Neil. That's fucking shit's hilarious.
It's fuck, man.
I've followed a few of those channels in the past, yeah.
Yeah, they were great. I loved them, but that was before COVID, just right. And then COVID came along, and then the dark side of the world came out. And then when COVID went away, the dark side of the world stayed on YouTube
and got darker.
Yeah.
I remember them talking about this horrible, dreaded thing called Discord. It was just the nastiest, most vile place that you could ever find. And now that's just pretty much what YouTube is,
And the only thing my computer won't let me go nowhere near Discord because it's the vulnerabilities, the security vulnerabilities are just mega. It's an easy site to crack. Despite what they say it's really easy to crack. So I've never used it in my life. Never have. I wouldn't use it.
It's funny when I hear. Yeah, it's funny when I hear a lot of the war stories from you guys back in the days, the wild, YouTube days and stuff. Quite often, I'm like, glad I wasn't there. Glad I wasn't part of that. Glad I wasn't.
Even now, the crazy shit that goes on is just makes some of that look like almost really comical. I mean, nowadays it's worse in some degree.
Right.
Oh, it definitely is. We had standards in the not standards. I guess just unwritten rules. One was no pedophile. None of that. No in real life, and leave the kids alone. And we've just fucked over every one of those things, and just the worst fashion ever.
Yeah.
That's very well put. Yep. I agree with that one.
Yeah, we don't have any rules. I mean, we'll still say no kids, and the next thing we're doing is, yeah, but you and your kids.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the old World Gate chat that used to be around before YouTube around.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but with video. That's
right.
About, it's kind of like that.
Right.
YouTube used to be a place where you would go to look up shit. How do you wipe your ass? You know,
Yeah.
you would go look that shit up, you know, but like nowadays it's not like that.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty wild. I just love the fact that I was able to find the wherewithal, and I actually started in the quote unquote digital media realm when I first started following Brett. He was a typer back in the early Turtle Boy days. This is before they went YouTube video, you know, which was, I mean, Facebook video, which was just basically this, but Facebook. And I was always just a bushwatcher and a lurker, and I'm glad that I always was, because it's allowed me to, when I take my breaks, when I take a month or 2 or 3 off, whether it's, you know, I'm just happy that I'm able to disconnect. And, you know, of course, I miss people, but I can reach out to Neo. I can reach out to Hustle. I can reach out to you. You know, there's other ways to say hi to people. Hey, you still alive? Yep, still alive. Bush watching and lurking like a motherfucker. Did you see that show the other night? Those assholes. I'm glad I didn't even put a dot in that fucking chat. You know?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just glad. I mean, we're all addicted to it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, you know? And like everything in life, I'm big at doing fasting, you know? I'll do a sabbatical fasting from YouTube. I'll take a break on the butts. I do a lot of intermittent fasting regarding eating, you know, because I'm a fat fuck. And yeah, that's.
Yep. I'll like, as I venture out across other sectors of YouTube and communities and stuff like that, I always respect the drama community because we will say it as it is. We will bring the receipts. We've got the best clippers out there, and I've said before they're the CVS receipts of the community, right? And we will cross sectors and work with each other usually if they'll allow us to. There's some that won't allow us to, you know, that put labels on us and shit like that. But this one that I'm dealing with is just insane how if you either bend your knees to them or you and everybody that's around you are pedophiles, and they'll go live daily saying this, and they have no proof, and their audience is a-okay with it, and the same audience day after day after day is in there saying the same thing, and it's just fucking insane. And and one of their community members actually got arrested for something else where the camera, you know, the video was already out there. And so I thought, wonder why these guys aren't showing us. So I put it on mine. And a lot of the people were wondering. I'm like, well, this is how we do it. If they had proof of any of you guys being a pedophile, this is how they do. Now, this person wasn't arrested for being a pedophile, but for something else. And so it's all out there in public records. This is what we keep talking about. Show the records. Prove it.
Right.
I'll let you use my platform anytime, but they'd rather make their little AI videos and that kind of shit. So
I got fixed when I was 21. I hate kids. No offense to nobody with kids. I don't like kids. I never wanted them around me. I never wanted them. I made one kid. She grew up. She's like 50 years old now, I think. You know, so like that's it. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, but my father made a bunch of legitimate. I didn't want that in my life. I just don't.
Right.
I'm a true single person. I can live with one and stuff. I've been married a couple times, but I just don't want kids. I don't like them. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think this is a platform for children.
No, not at all. That's what I was just going to say. You know, I mean, if I've been a part of a group online, and I can't say who, but like some of their process is to go hunt down online pedophiles and blah 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 blah. You know, so like I support all that.
Right.
You know, like I'm just glad I don't have my own children because I would be a nervous wreck if I did. I just would be worried to death online more than I'd be worried about them being out on the street. To be honest with you, I think they'd have a better chance on the street than they would online. You know. So.
Oh, you're right. And you know, I just lost a train of thought. But one thing I was going to say earlier, you know, I've been visiting the granddaughter now and then, and the youngest and his wife and what have you. And I'm constantly telling them, hey, turn that idiot box off, whether it's the big idiot box, you know, the 32, 48 inch or whatever, the little handheld or the laptop, turn the electronics off, But Hustle, you mentioned, kids shouldn't be anywhere near this platform whatsoever. And I'm a big proponent. People raising kids shouldn't be anywhere near this platform, for crying out loud. I am not a fan. I'm friendly with a lot of people who are raising kids, but at the same time, I never could have done something like this when I was a father, whether I was a single dad, whatever. I never could have done anything like this because I go to work, play with the kids, fall asleep, go to work, play with the kids, fall asleep, go to work, do the homework with the kids, fall asleep. There was never any room for this shit.
Yeah, those handheld devices came along, Willie, and they take care of those kids now for us, right? So,
That's the problem I have right there. Is I don't understand why a kid needs to have a cell phone. I just don't get that.
Well, even before the cell phones, there was those little what was the little games with little cartridges you slid down the top?
Yeah.
I can't remember what those were
But
called.
I mean, nowadays a cell phone is a quote unquote safety device,
Yes,
you can get safety devices without giving them that kind of access. Like,
right.
An example, I got a friend of mine who has got a daughter. She's 13, 14. She lives in the UK. Her daughter's never had a freaking tablet or a cell phone. She's not allowed online until she gets to a certain age. Her daughter, she's kind of caving in a little as her daughter's getting later into the teen.
Yeah.
But still, she's really firm that she's right there every time her daughter goes online or does anything. She's right there, eyes on what she's doing. And now, if you do that, I'm all for it. But if you're going to be that proactive as a parent, then your kids have no reason to be online.
Yeah, and they actually, I know a lot of older people, middle-aged people that have flip phones that have no smart screen or anything like that on it. It's just a phone. So you're right. And I just had another thought, but it was funny, talking about kids and stuff. And I mean, Nikki's so blessed with all her kids and great relationships and what have you. And also, you've heard me say this. I managed to impregnate the two most unmotherly females on the planet.
Yep.
And how the fuck? It's just like it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. I've obviously processed it. I'm still going through it, but I would more laugh at it now, or just, I had listen to this story. So I had twins from the first marriage, and they're like 36. And then the youngest is from the second marriage. And there's a lot of connection between them. They're not close at all or anything, but there's a lot of connection between them because both sets of children were brought up and they were raised like circus monkeys, like Barnum and Bailey fucking circus lions, to disrespect me, lie to me, steal from me, cheat from me, et cetera, et cetera. And like I say all the time, also, they're still suckling on the teat. They got to keep breastfeeding and what have you. And it's amazing. Their mothers still have control. So one of the twins lives down in Florida. He flew up a few 3, 4, 5 weeks ago or whatever. And then the youngest, Jose, with the new baby and his wife, they couldn't make any time to meet him. First of all, the one that flew up from Florida, he was up for 7 days. He didn't notify me and my youngest, his half brother or whatever it's called. I don't know. And he didn't notify us until day 5. And says, I can meet with you guys on day 6, and at day 7, I fly home. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, so the one down here in Rhode Island with the wife and the kid, they couldn't make it. They had to cancel. So the next thing you know, the first wife says, you're not using my car to go down to just see your father. No, tell him the weather's too bad. You can't go. And so, okay. Multiply that times 100 million, and that was my whole life was about. Just craziness. Just craziness. And the saddest thing was I called it and I predicted it. So I'm talking to Jose, the youngest, and I says, now that you canceled, watch, he won't come down to see his padre. And I even coincidentally had to talk to my sister, and I made the same prediction. And I called them both up the minute after it happened. I called them both up and I went, called it. Boom. I was like, fucking hysterical. And they were both. And so the youngest, which the roles could be reversed easily, his mother would say the same thing. He was like, well, I don't know. Well, yeah. I'm like, oh, you fucking asshole. You can't even laugh at me that I called it, that I had that fucking, I knew what the fuck was going to happen. So funny. Oh my God.
That's a bummer. I always respect the
Oh,
parents that didn't shit talk the other
also
parent.
so sad, so disrespectful to just a plain old another human being, you know? And when you raise them to be like that, they'll be disrespectful. And now I'm taking these older years and I'm trying to unprogram them and say, be
Right.
nice to everybody. Be nice to the bum that's laying in the corner. You don't have to give him money. You can say, do you want a coffee and a donut? I'll go buy it for him. You know, you don't have to give him money for drugs or whatever. But hey, money for drugs is great. Give me money for drugs. I want fucking slippers and fucking weed for Father's Day, all right? And yeah. I've spent my whole life trying to fucking just battle that and deprogram them from that. And I'm never gonna win. I'm never gonna look, you know. I mean, I'm never gonna lose because just like I would never let a hater in my mind or my heart, I'm not letting that fucking crazy. What a gem Connie's stream was earlier. I'm calling it the big evidence stream.
Oh no. Is Willie the only one that should worry about prison time blue, or is there others now?
I love you. Oh shit! I just said the L word. I lost it. I
What are
slipped.
you doing? Yeah, see, that pension's looking better and better every day, isn't it?
Fossil's gonna come out of the record. Surprise!
Yeah, I got grandchildren already. I think they're like in their mid-20s from what I
Yeah.
Something like that. My daughter.
Now, Neo, I knew you had a daughter. I thought you were in somewhat contact. No.
No, they moved down where her mom lived. Was living, I think, down in Arizona or some shit.
Okay. Yeah.
She's not out here for reasons. Her boyfriend was OG Crip, and so he cleaned his life up, but still, because the guy that did our thing was Crip, you know.
Yep.
It was not.
I got my own Crip right here. Look at this Crip I got. I need a dollar. A dollar is all I need. I need it.
Yo, homie, give me a dollar, man. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
It's not
And look
a
at
true relation.
and look at who made it. Look at who made it. Ace B. Look at that logo. Remember the Drama Dome, Andrew? Yep. That's his wife that made this doll for me. How blessed am I? And like I said, always have too much in the bank, whether it's time, right? I tell my kids, hey, always have too much in the bank for hours at work. Always have too much in the bank for this and that and the other thing, along the same lines of being a big tipper and what have you. And Andrew and Ace B mailed that to me. And I said, what do I owe you? And he's like, nothing. And I'm like, oh, bullshit. I said, hang on a minute. I'll call you right back. I hung up. I sent him $50 a Cash App. I called him back. I go, we good? He goes, yeah, we're great. We're more than good. Ace B made it for you out of the kindness of her heart because she wanted to make it for you and what have you. And yeah.
Well, here's something else I forgot to mention. I forgot earlier on this topic about kid safety online. I think one thing, a federal law needs to be introduced that if you have a conviction for such an offense, a child-related or violence, sexual offense,
yep,
that nature, it should carry. If you're convicted, it should carry a lifetime ban from the internet. You should not be ever allowed to
right
on the internet ever again. That should be a given as part of those type of convictions, specifically to those. Because those
and if you can work out through the legalities and you have a recovery and a redemption with your son or daughter and granddaughters, whatever, if you can make the family whole again or whatever, right? But no fucking internet ever.
Yeah, because it's predatory behavior, and you
got
to nip that shit in the bud, So if they get convicted of it, I'm saying of those specific crimes, not any crime, I mean,
you know what? It's just so crazy how the internet works. I started on the internet and Facebook back in 2015 with a bunch of people, with a bunch of Aussies on Facebook. And it was all this same thing, video chats, the whole 9 yards, all that. So I became very knowledgeable and informed about life in Australia and what have you. And the next thing you know, I'm getting whatever it is, ABC Australia. I'm getting suggestions and all this stuff. The ABC in Australia, which is probably an affiliate of ABC, they headquartered in Los Angeles or whatever, but they did a story. There's a trailer park in like St. Petersburg or Clearwater, Florida, and it's all pedos.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
all say, and they all self-police each other, and they all say, we can't be fixed. We cannot be fixed, but we can live civilly here. We don't have any internet. We don't have any smartphones. We all have flip phones. We can go to the supermarket right over there, but we got to be careful. We all police each other, et cetera, et cetera. We cannot be rehabilitated. We cannot be fixed. We're the worst of the worst that can be in society. We're not the worst of the worst that belong in prison. We can live here. And if everybody saw that, it would be much better eyes and light on the. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that. It was a documentary thing about it.
It was like 60 Minutes Australia is what it was. Yeah.
It's pretty weird.
And like along the same lines. Now, I spent a lot of time because of the hazardous waste business. I spent a fair amount of time in treatment plants. Every human being, just like every human being, when you learn to drive, you should learn to drive a van with no windows or a pickup truck like mine with no back window, with a cap on the back and all that. You should learn to drive with mirrors where you're not turning around and doing this. Just like every human should be, I don't know, somewhere around the age 10 to 15 years old. Every human should do 20 hours a week volunteering at the landfill. And when you see all the disgusting shit at the landfill, you won't fucking throw everything fucking in your rubbish. Every human should go volunteer at the waste treatment plants. So you're not throwing all these fucking quote unquote flushable wipes down. And these poor bastards at the other end, they're fucking hard. Their job is 100 times harder, but they don't get any more money for it. You know, we became a disposable throwaway society in what, the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And, you know, that's the worst part about the world is it's a disposable throwaway society.
Yeah, and look at all the tech we use that with. I mean, every year there's a goddamn new phone coming out. What do you think all those shit phones are, man?
Right.
Well, not only that, but the accessories, right? I understand they're making those kind of change a little bit, so you have to now start purchasing those.
And everything you buy now, like I bought a miniature wet dry shop vac. I bought a miniature wet dry shop vac that plugs into the cigarette lighter. I gave it to my son. It was a gift for him. But the minute I bought it, now granted, I got it at Job Lot. It's brand new. It was made in China. It was only $15. But I held it and I went, this is literally disposable throwaway. This might get like 5 or 10 uses out of it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It was more of a joke gag gift, but he'll still use it to, you know, back in the
craziest point about what you said. I saw a very small part of it when one of the very first times I got carted off by ambulance up to Seattle. And this guy broke out this brand new digital thermometer to take my temperature, right? And he takes my temperature, and he goes to stick it in the sharps container and throw it away. And I'm like, dude, you're just going to throw that away? Can I keep it? And he's going, here. He hands it to me. I had that thing for like 10 fucking years.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And I got the bill. Motherfuckers were like $500 they were charging for this thermometer. That's like $4.95. You know? But the fact that they were going to throw it away just after single use, that's something that small. It's like you said, Willie, a minute ago, it adds to that point, you know?
Yeah.
Just exponentially, we've gotten worse, bigger, because we're throwing more and more
and
more dangerous shit away.
Disposable,
Not so much, you know.
Yeah.
It's dangerous shit. Like the chemicals that are in a lot of technology, man, it ends up in our landfill.
Right. Right.
Hey, gentlemen, I got to step down. So far, I'm planning on working tomorrow, so it's been a pleasure. And
thank you, Hassel. Always
up on the panel. I'll talk
Thanks
to you later.
so much.
Thanks, Willie. Oh, and
right.
Willie, we're going to work on that virtual girlfriend. Well, you know.
No. I'm talking real life.
Right.
Real life.
You know what I mean.
I don't want to do no phone boning.
I know. Excuse me. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right. Take care. And Neo, you know what my greatest blessing was? I was raised by Depression era children.
Yeah, I
you know,
it was too. You know.
Yeah.
It was too.
Yeah. And you know, how frugal were they? And don't throw that away. That's reusable. We use that for this. Hey, there's the Neo Kitty. Look at that beautiful tiger right there.
You know, when people accuse me of like semi being a low version of a hoard. I don't hoard. My house is actually very clean. But I do got like two of a lot of things, you know, and because like you just said, I was raised, man, you use that shit till it drops, man. You know,
right. And then you find another purpose for it, and then you use it for something else. And and there's nothing wrong with being a little bit of a mini hoarder, and at the same time, you're being more of a prepper. Like I wish I was a bona fide prepper, but I always make sure I have well water. So I don't have city water or town water. My water comes from 300 people on my front lawn. I don't have an emergency generator to run the well and this and that and the other thing. So if the power goes out, I'm fucked. But I always I take the old gallon milk jugs and afterwards I clean them out. And then I, get water out of the faucet. And I throw the jugs down the basement. So I have a shit ton of water and I got a shit ton of rice and beans. I don't have all kinds. I'm not a fully bona fide prepper, I'm not ready for an apocalypse.
No, but I'm ready for an apocalypse if one of my vacuum cleaners breaks down, because I know I got another one in the other room that I can
right.
But like, I mean, I do. I got two of everything because you never know when something's going to break down.
Right. Well, just now, I've been saying for years I'm going to put that van back on the road, and I lied to myself for a good 5 years. And I said, I need that van on the road because I need a secondary emergency mode of transportation. Right. And, it took me that, but I finally did it. I finally got it done. And I'm never going to, it was funny because I said, once I maybe sell my pickup truck and then get a somewhat newer pickup truck, I'm like, maybe I'll get rid of the van and, maybe I'll do like I did before and give it away. Tonic, talking about getting a license, what have you, maybe down the road someday. But then I'm like, no, I'm just going to keep the van. It's costing me probably $1,000 or $2,000 a year to register and insure it, but I'm keeping it because, like you say, when one breaks, you want the other to work. That's for sure.
You never know, man. I had two cars myself for a while until I ran into a friend that needed a car, and I sold my backup car cheap. But
right.
Like, yeah, man. It even came to that, because I needed a car, and one didn't start or had a flat. I didn't have time to fuck with it. I need to go to the hospital. I need a backup car.
Right. Right.
So,
yeah.
Calling the ambulance is crazy, man. I won't do that unless I have
Absolutely right. Yeah. Oh, my deductible is just like $500 to set foot in an ambulance. Fuck that.
I don't pay a dime for it. I just hate the shit.
Right.
Because I try to tell you how you're going to be every step. I don't like that. I don't like when somebody's telling me what to do like that. In those situations, it's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Just get me to the hospital, shut the fuck up, leave me alone.
Right.
Kind of thing. And when I broke my leg skydiving, man, I drove 2.5 hours to get to the hospital on my for an ambulance.
I know you told me. Erica is so happy. Erica is so happy that Neo came into the frame and is sitting there and she's getting a look at him. And Erica is a very, very intense. Erica rescues everything from carpenter ants all the way up to like horses. And she's probably got a couple buffaloes and elephants hidden up in northern Maine there somewhere. Some rhinos that she's taking care of. So I
just had to do surgery on him. I gloved up and I had to open. He had a bad abscess, so I had to open it up and then drain it and then keep it clean, and then I butterflied it, and kept it, and now it's all healed and he's all happy,
Right.
We know
that's awesome.
When I work with him, he actually comes to me and lets me do it.
That is
have to hold it down.
What a connection! What a connection! That's your boy.
Well, I've had to do it. He's an outsort cat. He gets in fights, so I've had to patch him up a lot.
Yeah. So
he just trusts me. He knows I'm not going to hurt him.
Right.
I mean, cats can really absorb a lot of pain. So as long as they know you're helping them, they'll take it.
Right.
They're not. They won't run away.
Yeah.
But when I first got him, when he was like in the palm of my hand, all of his little feet and his ears. So he got used to human contact at really young, you know.
That's awesome. That is great.
You can see he's got his paw resting in my hand, you know. Most cats won't do that. You know, they won't do that.
Right.
I'm really proud of him. I've had him going on 13 years.
That is so cool.
Yeah, they wanted to put him to sleep because when I took him in for checkup, they said he had non-invasive feline, and it would be better to put him to sleep. I was like, I snatched him off the freaking table and I go, "Fuck you!" And you know, he was fine. I was just in there for a checkup. You know, I wasn't in there for him. You know, so I was like, "No, man, I ain't doing that." And I like I said, I've had him almost 13 years, so I did the right thing. You know?
Right. Yep.
It's like,
that's awesome.
I'm like she is probably. I'm kind of like, I think they deserve it as long as they can. You know.
Right. Absolutely. Hell yeah.
That's why he's licking on me all the time and shit, man. Trying to groom me like cats. They groom their mates and stuff. You know, he looks at me as a cat, not a person. That's why he's licking on me.
That is so cool. You're the big dog cat.
That's what those cat psychology things do. You know,
right.
It was like a part of their family. You know?
That is very cool. Yeah. Well, my friend, I'm running out of gas here physically, so.
Yeah, it's like fucking 12 midnight your time?
Yeah, just 4 minutes past 12:04. Yep.
Right on.
I'm gonna.
Hey, thanks for the message and keep cool, man. You know, over there.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm a cool dude in a loose mood, man. All good. All good. You know,
us old guys don't take to this heat very well. You know.
Right. Well, I've been pretty well acclimated to it. I don't mind the heat, and like I said, I got that hyperhidrosis, so I've been sweating my balls off forever since I was a baby. So.
Yeah. Well, 1 month with my spinal cord injury, I don't sweat at all, so I just basically lobster.
Right, right. And you know, the majority of my time I spend here on the property. If I'm outside working, like Michigander man Dan, but just in the chat, and he's the same way. He's fucking rebuilding an El Camino, and he's always fucking turning wrenches and getting dirty and what have you. And
you know, that's nice.
Yeah. And like for the most part, I'm still working all the time. I'm always getting dirty. I'm always cleaning this, cleaning that, cleaning another thing. And then when it comes time to shower up and get real nice and clean and get clean clothes on and what have you and go out and socialize, I do it. Yeah. But when I'm at home, I'm a fucking messy Marvin. I'm a fucking, you know, remember the Odd Couple? Remember the one that was, you know, a little messy? I'm him.
Yeah. That's why this is my messy room. That's why this room's always a disaster area. The rest of my house is pretty organized, but this room is
right.
You know,
right.
Room, but you know,
I have a main bathroom that has you know, the sink and the toilet, and then it has the tub and the shower, and then I have a tiny little half bath. They call it a lavette. Just has a toilet and a sink in my bedroom, and I only use the toilet in my bedroom. The other one is 100% always for whenever a guest is going to come here. Whenever somebody comes here, and like it's usually only my youngest, I'll go, "Hey, that's your toilet. I've never used it since you last lived here when you were 15 years old, man. You know, that's the guest toilet."
3-bedroom, 1.5 baths. You know, I got a bath, just like you guys. I got a jacuzzi, bath, shower, and this bath.
Yeah.
And then got, like you said, a toilet and a sink in the other one.
Yeah.
And I get to use that one, you know.
Right.
I can't get in it. It's too small.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So like.
Yeah. So I have a spotless, clean bathroom. It's clean all the time and ready for company whenever.
It's motel fresh when they come over. That's the way I tell everybody. It's motel fresh. Feel free.
That's right. That's right. All right, man. So awesome. Look at me. I'm a fucking pup tot. I'm so tired and I'm cooked mentally. I'm sitting there with the cam off and I'm giving you the peace sign and you can't even see it. Hey, thanks for your time, Neil. Thanks for stopping by always. I love hanging with you. dude.
Thank you, my friend. Cheers.
You have a
everybody.
good one. Give Neo hugs and kisses from all of us, myself, Erica, Michigan Man, and Mike, and everybody.
Yeah, he's right there, man.
All right. Take care, buddy. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, everybody. Whoa. I'll never get used to that solo layout, all right? Never, 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 never. All right. I'm going to go find myself a little snackadoodle. I don't know what it's going to be. It might be a sugar-free yogurt with some green grapes cut up inside it, some blueberries and strawberries. That sounds like a snack. That sounds like a healthy snack. And fresh blueberries, fresh strawberries, and fresh grapes. And good night, Debbie Erica Suter. I'm getting a kick out of that. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging. Have a great one. Fall in love with yourself, or at least like yourself a wicked lot. Okay. Bye.